everybody,
Slovak,
and
you need to
welcome
talk.
to the JayTheory Podcast. I'm so glad you guys are all here. We're here for episode number 4, and we're joined by some epic, because this is the Euro Bro experience. Today, please introduce yourselves, my great Euro Bros.
Hello, I am the Spaniard, and I am a very weeaboo person. I like the noodles, and I like the manga.
That's right. He's also
Hello.
he's lost his ability to speak English. His English abilities have gone down 20% just now.
It is the cartoons.
Yes. Hello. It is me. I am a Croat. I am representing my country. Of course, not very good. People will hate me after this, but all right. For example, I was thinking that we should eliminate all of my radical topics. So I should vent out now and say, "Long live Stalin! Long live socialism!" And long live. Shut up. Okay.
Well done, comrade.
That's what I got. Amazing, truly amazing.
I'm the Slovene Austrian mutt. Mandatory inclusivity hire. Vape Nation, Slovene. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
Another
Everyone else has a
applause.
place. Everyone else has a place amongst us, but the Slovenes, they just don't have it. They're just
Also,
not.
I forgot to mention, also a femboy.
That's right.
Croat can confirm he saw a picture of me.
If I only saw, I would. Yes, I saw.
It is confirmed.
That's right. Exactly. Base and Red So,
Okay,
so
interesting.
where
so
do
we'll
we
get
start?
to
What do we
we'll
talk
get
about?
to our only fan question first. Our single fan question. What are your
Okay.
thoughts? What's your favorite Chinchilla Ruby video? And by that, the person who said that is Rod. Rod is asking what's your favorite video of his, even though you've probably never seen a single video of his. But
I remember one of him cooking. I don't know why, but it may not have happened because I'm so deep in the lore of Tintilla posting local videos in the Discord that I forgot it when I watched his YouTube like 2 or 3 years ago, because like he's been around there. I remember when he started like to, because he had a moment, right, where he would spam every single video he would make and every single stream in the German chat until he got told not to do so. But a lot of people, like, I think they tune in, right? It was also he's got the balls, right? Because not everyone is like, I'm gonna post pictures of myself randomly edited.
yes.
Picture is such a Chad. I cannot
Yeah.
believe how much of an sigma ligma male
He's
he
just
is.
Sigma Ligma male, yeah.
Like
He's not
every
he's
time,
not even listening. He just dropped the bomb, like, talk
Yeah.
about me, and then he left.
Yeah.
yeah, just such a Chad. And like every time he posts anything, a picture, a video, I can't help myself but watch and be in awe of this man.
Unlike my content, you guys are in awe of his based autism,
Wait,
and with me,
you
you
make-
guys just get
excuse me,
Of
disappointment.
his
You make
mullet, his
content-
haircut.
Just everything. When I saw the suit he was wearing, oh,
Excuse me. I have no idea who you are referring to.
Yeah, that's true.
What is this?
We need to talk to
What is
something
this?
like something that will get traction to your podcast. What do you bring Europeans here?
Okay,
To talk
so
about some
so
dude in the
w-
Discord?
we'll get that soon. That's true. So first we got an introductory question. So out of the Euro Bros, how autistic are you guys? So how would you rate your autism?
Honestly,
Okay.
like
Okay,
1 out
no,
of 10.
I have to address this because it is very clear that you are treating this Euro stream as kind of a joke, as
No.
opposed to your more serious streams with the Americans. You are treating us like second class. You are asking us all these stupid questions. I think that more stupid questions will follow, and thus
Anyways.
diminishing our value. I think
anyways,
that is very wrong.
I have become more autistic as I aged. I used to be a normie. I used to be like center liberal, non-political normie who
Mhm.
went out, drink with his friends, and like party around. I had female interaction.
Oh shit.
No
This
more.
is
We're going deep
the-
now.
This is no longer the case. I used to not play video games. At least I played like COD with my friends on like
This
the
is no
Xbox
longer
and
the
shit.
case.
This is no longer the
Yeah,
case. I
it's
now
all gone
autistically
downhill.
autistically play Victoria 2 over and over and over again.
To the
Worst of
point his
all,
Discord name has it.
yes,
Yeah.
worst of all, I keep playing single player because I'm retarded as well. I'm also now
Mhm.
even more left wing, which is strange.
I would argue that playing multiplayer is more autistic than playing single
Yeah.
player.
Oh,
How-
Like
well,
by a
how-
no,
long
because
by a long shot, right?
How has right wing internet politics ruined your life? Is that all that it's done?
in every way possible.
And what about you guys?
Well, it got me into the gym, and it got me into confessing more. So I guess
That
that's
is true.
positive.
That's
That is
good.
true.
The right wing internet scene has always been a cesspool of bullshit because
And
homosexuals.
That's
Bro,
right.
that is
they,
like
they are
every
they are
political scene everywhere
they are
on the
playing
Yeah.
internet.
they are playing to the lowest common denominators, like, oh, these immigrants there. But why are the immigrants here? Because of right wing policies, and right wing is capitalism. Let's not forget that.
But
Capitalism is why we have the immigrants. Capitalism is why we have the gay
you
and
need to you
everything
need
bad.
to you need to
This is true.
explain more that because you could take it both ways, right? You could say that it's because of the wealth created by the thing,
Who the
or the
fuck? Okay.
destruction projected into the other countries, right? If you say there's many immigrants in Europe because of capitalism,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Because of
So it's because
because
they
of
destroy third world countries, or because they make it prosperous for the Europeans.
not even for the Europeans. We all know where it's coming from. Let's not be kidding. It's coming from the US. Their military industrial complex is steamrolling over the Middle East because their companies are in need of cheap oil, cheap
Mhm.
resources, which are found in these poor, impoverished countries, which are
The
not poor. Congo is for example, the richest country on earth, but is being fucked over by the West.
wait, what's the richest country in the world?
Congo,
The
they have
the
everything.
Congo, the Cong. Okay, that's a take. That's an interesting take. The Congo.
It's not the thing. You just look at the numbers: diamonds, gold, rubber, whatever you want, all in Congo. But that rubber is brought to you, to your mother, to your father, to their tires, to their cars, and
I don't know,
they don't
man.
have.
A lot of this sounds like anti-American propaganda, and the back seat,
Well, it's
the
also
back
true.
seat is getting unhappy. The back seaters who are listening in are
Well,
getting very unhappy.
well, it's only propaganda if it's false. This is not false.
I haven't.
And the backseaters can go fuck themselves.
I do agree that the mineral wealth of a country is a metric for its inherent value, right? Like if you would own a house and the house is full of gold. But there's two things about Congo. First is that it's barely a country, right? It's like there's no
Yeah.
unity within the country to kind of exert control over those resources.
Mhm.
The country is propped up from the outside, and it's been done so in the many civil wars that they had. And the second thing is that I don't think anymore I don't think it has ever been that way. The wealth of a country is just the resources, right? The main resource of a country, it's the people that are in there. It's the human
The
capital.
human capital, exactly.
So
See, that's what the right
so
wing says, right? The
they
people is what matters. It's really about the people.
well about the people being useful, right?
Yes.
And
Well,
the problem that Congo has is that it has not been able to prompt up their citizens into maybe maybe the sentence that would encompass it more for Croat is that the material wealth that could have prompted them up was stolen from them. But it's usually not that simple, right? Every country at some point had to prompt themselves up without the extent
Okay,
of material wealth that has existed. And in the case of Congo, it's more than more more than they are being presently getting how you say milked from their resources. It's that their state is non-existent in the regard of making their people prosperous,
Okay, I have,
with or without the companies extracting minerals from them.
but I think I can give a very good response to this. It is maybe controversial even among some of the left wingers, especially among them. I think that colonialism ended too soon, if it ever should have existed. Okay,
Yes,
now
I think that's true.
colonialism is there. Okay, it's wrong, but it's still there. Uh, for what door?
Nice.
No, keep the door open.
Crud is completely right. He's not taking
Yeah.
it seriously. It's like we're going on this deep psychological
Like,
doors, and the guy
what
is
the
like,
fuck? Hey, hey! Close the door!
Hey, hey, hey,
Yes,
it was
we-
muted. Hey,
Stop.
it was muted on the
Stop.
OBS. It was muted
Stop
on the
playing with
OBS,
your.
so
Stop,
they didn't hear
stop
anything.
playing
The
with
the
your-
recording
with your-
hears nothing. The recording
No,
heard nothing.
Hey, close the door! I was
forgot.
actually shocked. Like, why are we having a coherent discussion about like
Well,
colonialism?
that
and
wasn't
shit?
picked up. That wasn't picked up on the OBS though. Okay, so they didn't hear anything since I muted myself on my end, but
well,
not on
for anyone that
OBS.
watches this, if anyone does,
They heard nothing.
he was screaming, "Can you close the door, please? Close the door!"
Yes, right.
Did they close the door at least?
Yes, the door's not closed.
Oh,
That's the new
Okay,
meme now, guys.
are you done? Are you done? Are you done fucking around with your cousins or hick
Yes, I am with
villagers
my
or
kid.
whatever?
With my,
Okay.
I'm done. I'm
Maybe,
done
maybe
messing around with the villagers now. That's right.
yes. Maybe you as a colonial might learn something from me telling you about colonialism, because uh, okay, listen now. It ended too soon because not because it should have ever been there, but it ended too soon and without any apology, without any. It just ended, and after that came chaos because the people there weren't used to all these new stuff, and a mass confusion arrived. It is like, I
like
don't
they
know,
went.
alien.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
just the
like
idea
I
they
don't
weren't
they
know.
ready
went
yet.
they went from like tribes to like a centralized
Yes.
modern state in like
In
in
less
the
than
yeah
100 years.
yeah it
That
was
would be
like
like if aliens came here, okay, enslaved us, whatever, and
That's
gave
right.
us all these new stuff.
Well, we all know that's what you want. We all know you want the communist alien states.
Absolute gay space communism.
Gay
That's what
space
we want.
communism. Everyone
I'm
else
so
is,
hyped.
for everyone else. No, what about you, Spaniard? Are you also hyped for gay space communism?
No, I completely agree with what Karate is saying. Like it was a common dump, right? Like if because the argument for the colonialism was to prompt them up, as we were talking, right? To educate them or to civilize them or whatever. And they established these structures to do so, which in some regards kind of worked, right? Because the proselytization of South Africa is undeniable, right? All that part is Christian just because of the colonialism in barely 30 or so years. And the
Thank you, by
problem
the
is
way.
that the
I mean,
the
thank you. What
the
part did you play in this? What part did your ancestors
I'm
play in
thanking
this?
the Spaniard.
Oh,
well,
it's
What's
Spanish.
wrong?
Spain got like Equatorial Guinea and Sahara, which is pretty funny because this is just a fun fact, right? We got the scraps literally because we went late to the thing because we were busy with other stuff, and then we got given like some scraps in Africa, and then it turned out that the small ass colony Equatorial Guinea had the richest oil, one of the richest oil deposits in Africa, I think next to Nigeria, after Nigeria, and then the Sahara has the biggest sulfates deposits in on Earth. But we did the same thing that we did in colonialism before, right? It's just our colonies like Equatorial Guinea, everyone speaks Spanish, and Equatorial Guinea is the only country that speaks Spanish in Africa, and it's a super Catholic country, so it's
Yeah.
just the same thing that we did in America.
Yeah, everyone else
But what I
speaks
mean
English
is
or
like
French.
that they established all these structures which were very dependent on skilled labor from the West, and assuming you got a kind of a peaceful revolution, which I don't know if it was possible, but then the colonialists could have given a better ground for independence, right? But since, as Crowd says, it was done in a very hasty way, in a big part at fault of the USSR and the United States, because the United States has a more ironic fault, that because they were allies of the countries that they were ruining, right?
Well, you have to
Like
realize
the
that
French Empire and the
everyone
and the
else's
UK
empires collapsed, right?
were,
So America would have had
well, but
to, unless America literally colonized Africa, like that's what would have happened. The only option
no, no,
was
no, no. But
literally
but but
America
but these
becoming.
countries, were exiting at their own pace, right? Like America didn't need to put them the middle finger for communists to be propped up by the USSR. But the thing that the like the fact that the US went out of its way just to prop up the finger to its allies like 20 years prior, like they were fighting together in World War II, and a couple of years later, it's like, well, fuck you. Actually, I'm completely real politics. There's no trust here. There's no friendship here. It's pure interest, and I want these countries in my pocket as well as you. So you need to collapse. And it's
Well,
like,
I don't know if I don't know if there ever
it's
was a
pure
true
it's
alliance with
pure
the
real
USSR.
it's pure real
There
politics. It's
never
like
was.
the
There
US
never
has no
was.
friends. The US has no friends, and it's like
Yeah.
what they did. Like the USSR had a vested interest because France and the UK were arguably enemies of the interests of Russia, but not for the US. For the US, it was purely fuck over your friends because you can get a better deal out of it. Like their
Uh,
moralistic excuses of
Spaniard.
it's because we are opposed to colonialism because we were a colonized country. That's like it's like dumb. Like they supported other purely colonialistic states, and it's like,
Mm.
but that thing, well, it's because we are interested in their resources ourselves. We cannot allow a French company to hold it. We need to
The
hold it
US,
ourselves.
Well, we
the
technically
US are
did.
Spaniard.
We did
optics
support the
cocks.
French though, because the problem was is that their empire fell, right? Because they couldn't hold their African colonies.
The
Was we fought because in the Vietnam War we fought on the side of the French. We wanted the French to keep their colony. Like we fought that
Okay,
the
how how
French would
how
keep
how did you
Vietnam.
you left them with their ass handed up
Well, because we
in
freaking
in the
failed. We
Sinai
freaking
with the
screwed.
crisis with Egypt. Like the UK and France try to do something helping Israel, and there's like the US like, well, no, fuck you, I don't care. It's like,
Well, it didn't all work out, but that was the idea at least.
what I'm gonna say, Spaniard, you said that the USSR and USA, basically what you said, what I understood, had no business uh, going head to head with each other. I think that is very wrong. I think
what
that
do you mean? I said that they supported each other in ending colonialism because both were interested for two different reasons.
okay, my problem is you said that Russia had a vested interest going against
The UK and
uh,
France.
the UK and France.
Yes.
No, they had a vested interest going against the international capital, which main champions of that were France and Britain at that
Yeah, yeah,
time.
yeah,
But
yeah. But
after
well, but it's that's the reason that they argued, but that's besides the point, right? They were against the UK and
no,
France, like because they were main empires with capitalist economies that had been against revolutions in all countries, including themselves. But that's just the reasoning. But they were like the USSR was
disappeared.
interested in them collapsing.
But that all after the war disappeared gradually, albeit well, not really, in a bit less than 8 years. Then the USA took over the mantle of imperialism and colonization. You can say that they were colonizing and imperializing way before in Central and South Africa, refusing them to advance. But okay, that's beside the
Yes,
point.
but
This
but
is
Well,
not
I
now
but
mean, the
not in the
problem with the
same.
U.S. system is that we would never actually be colonists, right? Because it's everything we do is it's a very like pseudo
you are.
influential, right? There's no like
What
it's
do
a
you
very
what do you mean
soft
you were?
power. Was we would
It's
What do
not.
never
you
like
mean
It's
you
not.
never were colonists? You kicked Indians out of half your country.
well yeah. But no, like our
And
influence in like in Africa and in parts of Asia, right? Like
okay, you know what
we've
I
like
say,
dug our
Tom?
fingers
Well,
into
because
like
you
all of
you
these
didn't need to.
pies.
We didn't need
You
you
know
to.
what I. You know what I
I
Colonialism
find
in
did.
the
funny.
21st century and the 20th century is not about moving people somewhere. It's about
Colonialism is definitely not over. It is still here, and I see it in my wardrobe. I'm gonna give you an example. Maybe a little bit of a I don't know how to say it, but I found a shirt,
Did you say
I
wardrobe?
found an old shirt uh, with the American flag on it. It was like isn't that like a prime example of colonialism?
Hmm.
Why did you
True.
buy this T-shirt?
I
I
don't know.
don't know. He just loves America now. We thought he was anti-American. He just loves America now.
The shirt, American flag on shirt. I love America now.
That's right.
Is
I
this
bought it, and then I saw it, and I was appalled.
yeah?
How did it go there?
I don't think you can ever find the Chinese flag or the Russian flag on a consumer-based product such
That's
as
a good point. And not just that you wouldn't find it. Imagine if you did find it. People would be like talking about it on the internet, like, look, they're like selling Chinese flag shirts. This is like China trying to like
Dude,
propagandize
you
to
can
you.
get a Great Britain flag shirt though, but you can buy those in America. You can buy a Great Britain flag all over
Now
Europe.
that I'm thinking about it, I think it's an Anglo trait because I think about Canada T-shirts, UK T-shirts, US T-shirts, but I've never thought about a French flag T-shirt. I've never seen one of those. A
It's
German
because
flag T-shirt.
The Anglos love putting their branding on freaking shirts, bro. You just don't get it.
It's like when they stand in school singing the anthem. Like I remember when I went to Canada and it was like, "Oh Canada" every
That's
morning,
right.
That's such
and
a
it's like
shitty anthem.
it's
Yeah,
so
it's pretty bad.
real.
It's almost
not
as
so-
bad as the American
Oh
anthem.
Yeah.
no, the American one's better than the Canada one. I don't want to
Let's
hear this
not,
garbage. It's at least better than that one.
let's not.
True
I
patriot love. It's
the
pretty similar to the American one in
I don't
spirit
Yeah.
and
to
in.
turn into another America bashing. This is stupid. We all know what we think, but let's go on. Let's start
Yeah.
Yeah.
some like
Next topic.
more.
Say something.
Okay,
I need to
Def
go in 5 minutes.
favorites.
America,
Slav.
inshallah.
Okay, we've got another question from the audience. Slav tier list. Who are the best Slavs?
Okay,
We
who
can
first? Let's.
Spaniard needs to go first, but
Okay.
he's separate from you guys. He's not a part of the fight.
I'll do the non-Slav take.
Yeah, that's right.
So my opinion on Slavs is that they are nothing alike between each other besides the language, and I rate them based on literature and culture because it's how I before coming to this Discord is what I've known them as. Now it's kind of biased, right? Now I think Croatia is a lot better than I knew it before. That because I knew
That's
nothing
fair.
about it except
Everyone after meeting me thinks worse of Croatia than before. But
Yeah, only you.
well, but
Spaniard, only you.
I know more about Croatia. Before I thought it was just like electronic festivals and beautiful coast. Now I also know about of historical facts. Now I know there are tall people there in some hills and mountains for some reason, and I wouldn't have known about before. And but then how can I rate places like Serbia? I don't know anything about Serbia besides getting bombed and doing some funny gamer moves. So so I think Russia and Poland are definitely like top Slavs just because of their influence culturally in my head, right? In a random dude in Spain. And then the more southern Slavs are like more unknown, and I think they have a very huge black spot over them because they are like compressed countries. If they were like a big country, people maybe would be more interested. Like I say, normies, right? If someone likes the place, they'll obviously like know more about it. But yeah, I don't know. And knowing about them, I think I want to go to Croatia definitely. Um, and Slovenia, I heard it. I was talking it with some friend, and I heard it's beautiful. Like Bratislava, it's beautiful, but I don't know when I'll get the like. There's so many
Oh,
countries to go to, and then you think how long
dude,
will you go to Slovenia? And no,
yeah,
Bratislava was in Slovakia, right? It was like
you're wrong. You said Bratislava, but that's
yeah,
Slovakia.
yeah,
very
Yeah,
nice,
that's right.
very nice.
Even now,
Now you just
destroyed.
have to say. Now all you have to say is also, dude, I heard you have a lot of fanboys over there
So
in Bratislava, in Slovenia.
no, Ljubljana is really beautiful, but
Yeah,
and also
Ljubljana, very beautiful.
you gotta respect the Spanish sales. Ljubljana, okay. Is it actually Ljubljana?
Nah, no, it's not. It's Ljubljana. But
Ljubljana, okay. So I've heard it's like very beautiful because there's they like I have some Austrian family, and they well it's like political. but they told me like you can make the continuum without noticing much. You're going into Ljubljana, into Slovenia, and but yeah, I think the only ones that get the spotlight in Slav regards are just Russia and Poland. So rating them is like just who would you know more. It's not
Yeah.
more like. And between the Polish and the Slav, the Russians have like this mystique, this romanticism about them, because it's like the the permanent depressive country with sparks of completely genius, right? And that's like a very specific weird trait about a country to have. It's like they are always like in this constant collapse, hunger,
And
weird
like
politics, absolute shit show. And then it's like you got this magnificent writer, this political thought that comes from here, or this philosophical thought, and that's always very endearing because Poland is like a more like a constant fight for their nation and I was going to say ethnicity, no, their culture, their identity. It's and I don't know. I think it's like there's like I maybe I would rate like on Tuesdays I would rate Russia higher, and then the every other day Poland better than Russia. But I don't know. You can
Yes,
get more or less with the Slovenia capital miss. You
Yeah.
can, you can get the opinion, my completely cultured opinion
Yeah, sorry guys.
about the other Slav nations, but yes,
Yeah,
that,
I'm
that
very
Slovakia,
was
sorry,
that was
guys.
Slovenia,
great.
they're all the same.
When
They're
I
all
when
the
I
same.
heard when I heard Bratislava, I was just like, nice, perfect. All that's missing is he mentions femboys, and I will jump out my window and end it.
So,
I
babe,
didn't
what?
talk about.
We can have a quick
I don't
sidetrack.
know where that meme came from. Where did the femboy Slovenia
Yeah,
meme came
what
from?
do you guys?
I have
Is it?
no idea. I have no idea. I have never met a
Yeah,
femboy.
I know where it came from. I
I
know
have
where it
never
came
met a gay man before. I have met people that look gay and I think are gay, but I've never confirmed this.
Okay, so
I have met you, but that
thank
beside
you.
the point. Uh, I know where the fanboy Slovenia comes from
Where does
because
it come from?
I think that the original Balkan memes were made by like more Eastern Slavs, Serbo-Croats. I hate that term, but all right. For the sake of, for the sake of simplicity, they were of course we are more conservative than the Slovenes. They try to LARP as Westerners, so oh
Yes.
they're gay, they femboys, oh fuck them. But I think that Slovenia is one of the two countries in Europe which banned religious education in school, alongside, of course, gay France.
Yes.
Not even communist Poland banned religious education in the fucking school. What the fuck are you doing down there, up there, whatever?
So we have some follow-up questions now that have come to mind. So we now have some more questions. What are you guys' thoughts on the European femboys, and how much do you guys hate France? These are two separate questions.
I have never heard of a European fanboy meme. I think this is pure American influence. These shit gay memes always come from America. I don't know why. They are usually because they think, oh, Europe is more progressive and they have a public healthcare and
I just want to
sure
say,
they have a lot of fanboys. And then
like,
all the furries are from America.
yeah,
All the fanboys are from
I don't
America.
know,
All these
yes,
weird things
bro. You
come
say
from
that,
America.
but
like,
one of the largest fur conventions is in Germany.
I just
And
want
I'm
to say,
sure they came from America.
They
I
just
have never, like I said, I've never met a gay man in my life. I have met men that sort of look gay. I've never asked them. But like all the gay shit that I see is on the internet
Sure.
and it's American. So
I
like
can concur.
this is just peak projection from Americans coping and being like, socialists in Europe are gay.
So you guys are saying you guys wouldn't be okay with the femboys? Is that what you're saying?
Look,
They don't exist. It's pure American propaganda.
my
Well,
They're
greatest
only in
I mean,
America.
Okay.
pride
they
as
do
a
exist.
Slovene is when the referendum
I
for
can
gay
give up.
marriage happened here and people voted 70% against.
Okay. Well, so what about France? You
Also,
guys,
also here, maybe more. I think it was 75 or more. But
Fake.
the fanboys, I can give a European example of an early historical fanboy. what you call him, the Hadrian's lover, the Greek boy. I don't know his name. I forgot. The one who was made.
Was it Antonicus or something? But the minor that he was raping?
Yes, that he was involved with.
The child committed suicide.
Because he thought that Hadrian was going to fuck a woman or something.
Who wrote that story? Who wrote it?
Yeah, who made
Gay
that up?
Greeks, gay
Did
Greeks.
he make it? Did he say, "Oh, my love, I miss you so much"?
Look, I don't know what.
It was propaganda. He was a minor. I'm 100% sure that he committed suicide because he was being forced and passed around between nobles. Like, it's
How are you sure? What are you doing? What are you passing him around?
Well, see, passing around the royal rod, passing around the royal rod.
No,
Okay,
that's
where are you going with this?
I don't
okay.
know.
What this was? I mentioned this as an example of an European fanboy, but I don't know what the kind of a stupid question this is. Another one stupid question. Please.
Croat was
Click on
right
your
from the
name.
start. He sees us as fools,
Yeah,
as
yes.
stupid people. He makes us stupid questions.
I will
Yeah.
find you, Julian. I know where you live.
No, okay, then we'll get thoughts on France. This is a serious question. Can
Napoleon was the worst day of my life.
we get?
Pre-enlightenment, pretty cool. After enlightenment, should be burned to the ground.
Okay.
Actually,
I
that's
think
most of Europe.
Most of you, only the true people, only the true whites, as he says, only the true ethnics of
Okay,
Europe.
now,
Why are
Only
you?
the
Why are you?
Why did you say
Wait,
whites? We are not
what-
white in
Oh, I
Spain.
forgot.
What's this
I forgot.
racial
Hey,
thing
hey,
you put into it?
I
What's
meant
your
Slavs.
problem?
I meant Slavs, bro. I'm talking about I'm talking about my favorite
I never
minority.
mentioned anything
Slavs.
about race or ethnicity.
It's the American virus, man.
Yeah, the rent
Cannot
free.
think about any other thing than
Okay.
furries, femboys, bissing, no cap.
Is this good projection?
Okay, I can say that France is. I will have you know, I am part French. Like very very small, but still. But the French are kind of gay, but not in a.
I agree. I need to leave. Bye. So
Okay,
Yeah,
and he's gone.
but not in a traditional way we see it. More in a. They are the innovators of things that shouldn't have ever come to be in Europe, I believe.
That is correct. I can't believe that that's actually correct.
Yes, I don't know Enlightenment. All right, I think that a lot of shit from the Enlightenment, uh, it kind of ignored everything that until Hegel set it straight by saying no, people before Enlightenment weren't savages or brutish motherfuckers. No, they were as bit of genius as the people are now. They just practiced their genius on different things. For example, theology, and of course torture and whatever and
The
war.
good stuff.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Wait a
There was
minute.
no better theologies.
Are
There
you
was no
telling me
better
that?
theologies.
Are you telling me that intellect
Then
hasn't been on a linear path? It's not just been a increasing, like the memes,
No,
or-
I subscribe to Tolkien's hypothesis. Everything is getting worse.
yeah,
it's all
I
downhill.
mean,
Well, how far is the ball down the hill then? Are we like how much
We're
longer
going
do we
faster and faster.
how much longer do we have left till we hit the rock, till we like freaking smash and explode?
The ride never ends.
It never ends.
Yeah.
We're all screwed then, I guess. That's what the Euro bros have to tell us, is that it's all over for us
but,
gamer
but
bros.
we have
We're
always been
Slavs.
screwed. We
Oh.
have always been screwed.
This
You
is
know, everyone's been screwing, especially us here. Of course, the Slovenes were protected by us, of course, but no.
I
What do you
disagree
mean?
about the protection thing. First of all,
Yes, I think your mother and father should use protection. But
That's a sin.
Well, they probably
yes,
did,
but
so
not
I
for
don't know,
you.
babe.
I think that you are a sin upon mankind. But okay.
Ooh.
Oh yes,
This
but
is
Also,
this is now we're getting to the tension, the true tension. See that's what we did. We didn't get the real. Now we're getting the real European tension. I want to feel the
the real
hatred. I
actually,
beef.
want to feel the rage.
Croat completely reminded. We forgot about the question of rating Slavic nations. Like
Ooh,
Spaniard
well,
rated them, and then we forgot.
it will
So,
be kind of a bashing contest between us, so I don't think that's very rational to
well,
answer.
actually, I was planning to put Croats like first. You know,
Well, I was planning to put the Slovenes like I wasn't planning to put them anywhere, you know.
yeah, I
He was
assumed.
planning on putting you in the toilet, buddy. I'm sorry. You were.
No,
No, because
he was gonna do
yes,
the whole like actually Slovenes are just like Croats, which I'm surprised you haven't done about the Serbs. Like,
you see now there's the difference. The Serbs have his. Okay, I don't want to talk about this. Let's go on with
Well,
something else.
Zizek. What are your thoughts on Zizek? Who is Zizek? Can you
Zizek.
guys? Who is Zizek? And what are your thoughts on Zizek?
Uh, he is a Croatian. Sorry, no, a Slovene philosopher
Smooth.
who has talked about various things. I think some people may take him for like an absurdist and a stand-up comic. Behind all that funny stuff and
They think he's a
comedy,
meme.
yeah, he really
Like,
does have.
haha, the autistic Slovene with like a lisp.
I
He
mean,
really
he.
does have very very good things to say, and I think it's kind of annoying when modern leftists, these fucking cocks, post 68 leftists, when he says something that isn't to their liking, like the about the feminists or PC culture or something like that, or the refugees, where he has been critical on the modern left wing perspective of those things, they say they immediately disqualify him. Haha, he is using
Yeah,
a lot of jokes. He
haha,
is
meme
using
guy.
yes, yes. That's been the approach. I think he's very
Unless
intelligent. I
unless he
find a lot
agrees
of
with
sense.
them. If he
I
agrees
find a
with
lot of sense.
modern leftist view, then it's like, ooh, look at this
Yeah,
modern day
yeah. He's
philosopher.
Jesus.
Then
Yes,
he's
he's
like,
Jesus.
ah, but you know, this whole immigration thing, blah blah blah, and it's like, ah, haha, funny lisp, fat man, haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's frustrating, honestly.
I think he's kind of retarded. I'm not gonna lie, but
I
you
did
guys.
used to
Yes,
hate
because
him in my right wing phase.
Ugh, vape. We're losing vape, guys. We're losing vape. Sadly, gamer bros,
I,
we're losing him.
I used to, dude.
Vape hangs out with like literal right wing extremists, and he's like, actually, I think I'm a centrist now.
What?
no, he's never a saint. What the fuck? He's like extremely left wing, as am I.
Actually,
What?
I was like first when I was very young, I was like apolitical essentially, but then I became a right wing extremist, mostly because of like the meme of like the Sam Hyde video. Whoa, Hitler needs me to lead the
It's all
revolution.
Sam Hyde. You know?
Yeah. When I saw
Yeah.
that video, I was like, holy shit, that is me when I was like fucking 14, and I saw
Yeah.
like an edited video of a Hitler speech on like YouTube or some
Shout,
shit, and I was like,
shout out,
whoa.
shout out to BDN. He says that Ryan Gosling is but just like him.
Yeah.
He
Slovene says
actually
that
is
Sam Hyde.
literally me.
Oh my! Sam
Slovene
Hyde
says
is literally
Sam Hyde
you.
is
Yeah,
his
Sam.
story.
Exactly. Sam Hyde is literally me. Whoa.
The Euro Bros be real. See, we all thought it was just a big meme, but the Euro Bros are like, bro, I am Hitler 1, 2, and 3. I can beat
Jamie, you
Sam
have to
Hyde.
understand something.
And no, then
Jamie,
I
you
had
have to understand. Okay, go on.
like this really autistic phase where I was like, no, dude, actually, Hitler and Stalin, they're like the same person. They like politically are completely identical. This is why I call myself retarded, by the way. I had this phase where I was like, dude, National Socialists, like Hitler's National Socialism, and like communism, Marxism, these are the same things. And I thought I was a fucking genius.
I mean, in action, they were
Yeah,
like in like in actual in their actions they were like
No,
they
like
were partially similar.
surface level, you can sort of see the similarities, and like you can do the like a retard take of, oh well, Hitler called himself a socialist. Look, I can call myself like
I like how
a
you do like
fucking
I like how you do that
elephant.
British accent. You're like you just do the British like the British man.
I don't know. I can like call myself an elephant. That doesn't mean I'm an elephant. Same way how Hitler can call himself a national socialist doesn't mean he's a socialist.
Absolutely. What the similarity was, they were fighting for the same electorate, for the same mandate. They were fighting for the workers. They were fighting for the allegiance of the workers. The difference was the communists centered their ideology on the betterment of the lives of the worker, while the Hitler bases his ideology on this pan-Germanism. Wow, so unprofessional. Could you turn it off, please?
It's
Yeah,
off.
like
Okay,
call you
Hitler
back
like
later.
focused on like that autistic like Germanic roots and shit. And
yes, he what fascists call upon is something more dangerous than maybe this neoliberal capitalism. So-called class cooperation. That is very perfidious. Class cooperation. Uh, what that actually means that you are getting screwed, but you are getting screwed in the name of the nation. So yes.
That's right.
Uh,
Based in
okay, so
screw
that
pills.
well, like in the name of the nation or like in the name of the race, the people, the Volk. It's
yeah,
a meme.
it's been tried in Portugal. I was actually very pro Salazar, the Portuguese dictator, but I think I was wrong, of course, because he created this elite of like 50 families, which basically controlled every. It was basically an oligarchy. It wasn't for the workers or for the interests of the state. It was basically to create a new elite who espouses these corrupted nationalistic views, having no idea that the nation comes from the poor, from the people, and not from the elite. That's my idea of the nation. But okay, we can talk about that for hours. I don't want to. Let's go on.
Do you have anything to say, Nugget? Nugget's just been sitting here. Is Nugget a Euro? I forget. Where is Nugget? Is
I
Nugget?
hate him. I hate him with such a passion.
I don't think we should address the background people.
True.
You know,
Okay.
I
yeah,
agree.
we
I'm
are
a
the
Martian. He's an
line.
alien. Yeah, he is.
He's a Slovak. He's a Slovak from Ljubljana.
Yeah, yeah.
See, that's why.
Those are-
That's why I was gonna say. That's why I'd ask though. See, because this is the Euro episode. It's like my femboy dick. Okay, so he's the femboy. He's the femboy. You guys all need to meet. So
Yeah, actually, the meme that they made about Slovenia being filled with femboys, they actually like mixed up Slovenia and Slovakia. You know, it was meant for Slovaks.
that's right. God bless Slovenia.
God bless Slovenia, but I think that even God doesn't see Slovenia. He has to use a magnifying glass for Slovenia. So yeah, there's
true.
that.
True. It doesn't even have a full bodied coast. It's got a micro coast. Is that why everyone there has a micro penis? Is because they have a micro coast?
I think that is.
It's
You
projection.
can,
Yeah, it's
there is
projection.
there is one border guard on the Slovenian Croatian border, and he checks in the back to see if anyone's coming in from Italy. So that's the Slovenian.
Okay, that was actually good.
I love my country.
I love his country as well.
Nice.
So would you guys say your countries have they gone downhill? Like, what's the thoughts? What's
Yes.
the thoughts?
Yes.
Can we get some examples? Please, can we we want to get into the European life? Like that was the original purpose. We want to get into the European life, okay?
All right.
For the
I'm gonna give you the-
Americans or whatever you guys call us.
No, I don't. I think that you personally are fine, but most of you are not. But all right. The major problem has been the transition from one system to another. People didn't have anything to eat after the transition. They barely survived today. 30 years ago, it was horrible. If you look at the dependency on food, which we are importing, the dependency on energy, you can see it with Ukraine today. Of course, it's affecting us tremendously. The bread prices have gone up horribly. They have gone up from 5 kuna, that would be under $1, to 12 kuna, to maybe $2.50. I don't know
Is
exactly,
kuna
but
like
that's
how like do you have an estimate of like how much that is to the dollar? Is it like
7
it's
kuna is like €1.
yeah. So 6.5 kuna is $1, maybe around that. So
Yeah.
you see that we are dependent on everything. Back in 1960, we were dependent on nothing except papaya, bananas, and all those things that grow in Africa or whatever. That's what we bought, and of course, technology from Germany, maybe. But the food, the energy, and water were all from here. And any kind of war, if they were throwing nukes on each other, would not affect Yugoslavia as a state, as an
You
economy.
don't need papayas to survive.
you don't need? No, I
We
need
were
the papayas.
self-sufficient to our best ability.
I'm not saying we should go like all North Korea, like growing potatoes till you die and shit.
The new
But
Yugoslavian Commonwealth, extreme trade protection,
Well,
only what can be grown
well, no,
here.
it's like mandatory things that you need for survival. You need to produce on your own.
Yeah.
And
but
like the
I think
Ukraine
I can
thing is
say
a great example of this.
I think
Like
I can say something that maybe Vape will agree with is this culture of sitting around all day in what you would call a coffee shop. You say coffee shop in America. That means you buy the coffee, you get the fuck out, you drive away. Here we don't have that. You sit in the cafe for 5 hours or more
uh
and drink your coffee. That's the like the tradition here. I don't know.
dude,
Maybe Slovenia different, but
no,
yeah,
it's the same. Like, dude, I walk by a coffee shop, or it's not it's a cafe,
oh, yeah,
and like there will be people there that will show up in the morning and they will leave in the evening, sipping
yeah. That's
coffee the whole day,
I mean,
talking
yeah.
about pointless shit
I mean,
the
going from
whole
like
day.
the American thing, like there are still some like classical like cafes you can sit there for a long time, but a lot of that culture has kind of changed, I guess, because a lot of people do they just want to sit, they want to be there for like maybe like 20 minutes max. They want to sit in their Starbucks, and then that's it.
Yes,
How
but I see that.
Has Starbucks is it actually
No,
Starbucks? Has
no, it's
Starbucks been
not
the
like that.
decline of former Yugoslavia?
We don't have
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
We don't have Starbucks
You guys
because
don't
it
have
doesn't catch on.
Starbucks?
Dude, you
Yeah,
don't
no,
get it.
no.
People go to the cafe to drink like a coffee for like 3 hours and sit
Yes,
there and talk.
Starbucks is really not necessary for us here.
Yeah,
Plus their coffee is shit. I've been in
yeah,
Poland. I've been there, and it's garbage.
It's
yeah.
not that
I
good.
tried it as
It's
well.
overrated.
It was shit. It's not even that it's over. It's the fact that it costs so much for something so bland.
Yes, yes.
Like if
And
it was
and
great coffee, I'd understand, but it's
my
not.
aunt,
It's
my aunt was in New York
my
when where they
condolences.
said yeah, but no, she was there 20 years ago or something.
During what,
She was
9/11?
surprised.
Yeah,
No, she did 9/11. Yeah.
That's right.
Uh,
The Slavs did 9/11.
I support nine. Okay, no, but
No.
well,
move, smooth.
and I
Smooth.
don't. This is not the way I should have said it, but no. And I don't support the act itself, but the idea behind it is kind of funny. Uh, what I meant to say, she was there and she was served like this coffee. It was large, of course, because Americans have to consume everything in fucking
Large. That's
buckets.
right.
Super size.
Hey, it's better
Yeah,
than like buying
super
like 3
size.
cups of coffee. Because you have to realize that a lot of people they drink like 3 cups of coffee, so that you might as well just get the large, so you don't have to buy 3 individual ones.
What the fuck? But you still have to drink the large coffee
Have you
in the
considered drinking just one coffee?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like-
just bigger. It's just one coffee but bigger, bro.
But, oh, for fuck's
But you
No.
don't understand.
Jambo, why don't you just drink one small coffee like a normal person? Why do
That-
you need this like
Because how else do you
I
get? Because they need that kick, bro. You have to realize that Americans don't sleep. We're not
fucking
lazy. We're not like.
fat Americans? Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. You have to realize that we're fat and
But
unhealthy,
then
so we got to
if
keep
the
energy.
burger were smaller, I would need to buy 4 burgers.
That's right. Bjorgers. We need to buy Bjorgers. That's
Yes,
right.
burgers.
That's right.
They are not lazy because they have to work 12-hour shifts for like $8 an hour,
No.
and pay if they get hit, and pay to give birth. I read somewhere that you give 10 grand to just give birth in an American hospital.
Well, depending on your insurance, I guess. Yeah, it depends on your insurance.
It
But,
depends on your insurance.
Yeah, but like it's not actually that cost. But it's like if you paid with like cash, it would be a lot lower than that. But that's just like with
Yes, but how do,
But it's like that's what they charge
you
the
think-
insurance company. So like you have to look because basically insurance is a big scam. It's kind of a big scam.
right,
that's-
right, it should be controlled by the government.
No,
Yeah, why? What the fuck you mean?
because
no?
the government
It's
was the
free
stuff that
here.
is controlled by the U.S. government sucks. You have to realize that our government insurance sucks. So it's like, bro, let's replace this
Yeah,
this not
Sure,
that good
but your
insurance.
normal insurance sucks more.
No, it's not. No, the current government
Yes.
insurance is worse.
It's because it's because
Well, it could be better. Vape is like, bro, it
Americans are
could
so
be better.
fucking retarded. Holy
It
shit.
could be better. That's what they say. This is the Eurobro thing. Yeah, your insurance
Well, no,
sucks, and
the
your
problem-
government insurance sucks. But your government insurance could be better. Well, maybe
No,
it could be,
like,
but it's not right now.
Dude, look, I need to pay like very little for insurance, well, in taxes, compared to you Americans. And then you say, yeah, but government insurance is worse. How come every other European nation can somehow afford having normal insurance, i.e., taxes paid to the government, while
Well-
Americans cannot?
They're also
that's the
on.
problem.
They're
That's why-
also U.S.
that's why we
subsidized.
say-
America
that's why we
subsidizes
say-
the economies of literally every single European country. So I guess okay, maybe we can do it once we stop subsidizing all of Europe, and then you'll be like, oh shoot, I'm screwed. But then we'll have the good healthcare. Is that what you want? You'll be like, bro, it's worth it.
Subsidies are not. Your subsidies are void. What the fuck do
Dude,
we get for your
Dude,
subsidies?
the EU gives Slovenia more subsidies than the US. You realize this?
Do you think we are still in Marshall Plan times? What the fuck?
Like,
well,
the only thing that Slovenia gets is like, I guess, NATO defense. But like, who the fuck is going to invade us? Jambo, like, there's no one here.
Albania
Croatia?
is.
Oh no, Croatia is gonna invade us. Oh,
right.
egads, what are they going to do? Fucking nothing.
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Listen, the background people don't understand how the American system works. Okay, maybe we don't, but I know that I heard you have to pay for fucking ambulance to pick you the fuck up.
Yes, you do have to
Like-
pay for that, which is kind of messed up.
That I don't have to understand all the intricacies of all the contracts and all of the bills. When I hear that, I cannot help but to cry and laugh at the same time
No,
because
no,
you know.
you pay for the ambulance. It's not. No, you do have to pay. It's not free.
Is this gonna be a situation where it depends by state?
No, like I think every single state, like no, you're even if you have like full on proper insurance, right? You have like the good
But, like,
insurance. It will
that's
still
why-
cost money. Like
That's
it's
why
not gonna be the
Jambo-
$2,000 thing, but it'll
when-
still be probably
when
be like a
you're-
couple
when you-
$100 for
That's
the.
why, Jambo, when you say, "Oh, but government insurance is worse," that's what Europeans just sort of say. But why can't you just do better?
That's right.
Like, it works in Europe, everywhere else.
the richest country on earth, you can do wonders. If
No,
you
we can't.
withdrew-
We're
if
too
you
busy with
withdraw-
Ukraine. We're too busy with Ukraine, buddy. I don't know if you knew that, but
Ukraine didn't hurt you at all. You benefit from Ukraine
No.
because it weakens Europe. Because it weakens Europe, and Europe has to rely more on you then after
Like-
this.
No.
Jamie, do you realize that
Well,
the
yes.
only reason the U.S. is involved in Ukraine is because it limits gas and oil imports from Russia
Yeah.
and increases them from either the U.S. or U.S. allied nations?
No, yeah, there's economic there's economic impacts that'll impact the
You
Russians, and they'll
literally
be
profit from this. You're first of all, you're like either giving old equipment away to Ukraine or selling them equipment while
no, we're not
also
selling them
selling.
equipment.
uh, It doesn't fucking matter. Or you're selling Europe gas, which is pricier because you have to like
Ship it, yeah, you have
fucking
to, yeah,
ship
you have
it
to
to
turn it into
Europe.
liquid. You have to
Yeah,
like liquidize it and like put it in a tanker and then like ship
and
it across the ocean.
I'm sure you greedy Americans are taking your fair share of profit margins for this shit.
Yeah, but no, yeah, but not for the regular people though. This is
No,
the economy though has been like crushed.
no, bro, I swear we're not. Fuck you.
Well, the
Well, bro,
economy has
when
been.
did I become a freaking when did I become a U.S. oligarch? I don't remember being a part of the U.S. I don't
When you
remember.
live in the U.S.,
Since we
No,
do
he's
give a
not
fair
an
amount of
oligarch.
we do give a fairly large percentage of not
You are
oh,
not an
not percentage.
oligarch.
We do give a fairly large
You
amount of
are
money to
not.
Ukraine. Like we gave like 40, was it $40 billion or something like that, or 40?
That's nothing. You didn't count the profits from that. That is just a fraction of the profits you will gain and the influence that you will gain over Europe. Once this is finished, they will have to buy from you more. Germany, France, Britain, they will have to depend on you more because Russia won't restore. Russia won't restore for Britain any selling of gas for Germany and when I say Germany, I mean Slovenia and Croatia as well because we are their colonies.
yeah,
Yeah.
When I say Germany, they will make it increasingly difficult for them and for France as well.
Yes.
You have basically created a Europe which will be dependent on you, or will have to turn to China, which I favor more.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have to realize that that's beneficial to more so like the global order, like the global elites, not necessarily the individual people, because we do have significant oil prices as well. Like oil now, no, not oil. I'm not talking about oils per like the gallons or whatever, but like gas prices at this like was it's currently like 470, 475.
But that is for you to sort out. You know that American people could have potentially the power to end it all. Gather 100,000 people, march to the fucking Wall Street and murder them all.
like
Murder them all.
do January 6th, but less gay.
Do
No.
January 6th, but where it actually matters. That's
Yeah,
my position.
Where people
like
actually have guns, is that what you mean? Where
no,
people aren't just like
Jamie,
walking around with flags?
unironically imagine what the fuck would the army or the National Guard do if like the whole city decided to just say fuck these people and everyone grabs a gun. Now, I'm not advocating for violence. I disavow violence. I'm a pacifist personally.
I am not. Fuck the people. Violence needs to exist and violence needs to happen right now.
Yeah, basically all these
Y-
guys want they just want another
Anyways,
American Civil War. They want us all to die.
this podcast is not advocating for any violence, is what I'm saying.
Well, I am. This podcast might not be, but I am.
Okay, okay, Croat, good for you.
Yeah, we
Anyways,
disavow. We
imagine like what the fuck would like the government be able to do in that case? Like fucking nothing.
It's true.
Like
That is true.
are they gonna nuke themselves?
Yes.
It is an done topic. I think that we have no business discussing. We are always returning to this anti-American thing, which is overdone and so like boring. And
It's
I think Vape, you are jumping on that more than I, which is a miracle as far
it's a
as
miracle, guys. It's a
anti-American.
reversal
I
how
love
normal
hating
is.
America. Mostly
Yeah, well,
because you people have no idea how invested I was when I was on like 4chan and like on poll. How invested I was on like the autistic American election politics. Okay,
Why,
that's why
bruh?
I don't know because I was like I said I was retarded. I'm
I
still
think they are
retarded.
fun. I think
Well,
they are fun because
shit
it's
posting
so.
is fun. However, I was way too invested, and that's why I also hate America, because they made me invested. If you didn't exist,
It's just
my
mental
life
trauma. Maybe just
would be
having mental
infinitely
trauma
better.
because see that, and I don't understand why you didn't enjoy episode 3 of the podcast. Was we were going through that era, and was it just scarring? Were you having flashbacks? You're like, and this is
Yes,
why I hate
I was like,
America.
I was like, these fucking retards.
Among among other things, yes, that was the problem.
These fucking retards. That's all I
You
was
know,
thinking. Like, these fucking retards just don't get it.
you know what I am consuming right now? You know these. I was watching these videos of Japanese people or whatever Asian cutting these like candy circles, like cutting them very fast. Uh, it was like a cubic form, and when they cut it, a picture of maybe a cherry or an apple was on, because when you cut it, it looks like that. I am eating a lollipop like that, so I just figured that out. That is very important
See, but where was it
for
made
me.
though? Where was that lollipop made though?
Maybe China, Japan, whatever.
It could be Europe. It could be America. America has those too, technically.
Yeah, but who really in Europe or America wants to chop chop chop? No, that happens in Asia, because Asia still has. No, this is not racist. Asia still has a big.
Real working
Uh,
class, the
yes,
real slave
yes.
laborers. That's right.
No,
That's what
I
he
think he
wants.
meant
Not
The Croat wants real slave
artisans.
labor back.
no. Okay, don't say Croats using me. I am the worst possible presentation of anything, let alone Croats. But yeah,
You already have like the forgotten episode or the lost episode.
That's true. This one would
it's
be
been like
the.
three. It's been 3 episodes, and he already has like forgotten episodes.
It's it already it happens, right? It's was the content is building up. Okay,
The
it's like
funny thing, Croat, that's the best
Yeah,
episode.
absolutely. Yeah, I
I
think
listened
so.
to all of them. That's the best one. That's the most entertaining, and that's directly because of Roger. He is so entertaining, despite sounding like an autistic retard.
he's our favorite, bro. I mean
It's just
that's why I asked.
the
That's why he asked. What's your guys' thoughts on him? What's your guys' thoughts on Raj? He asked. He wanted me to ask that question for some reason.
his autistic dry delivery is just so good.
I think that he is. I think that he is a more of a phenomenon rather than a person. He is the force which drives this server, I think.
So like a true beast of nature. He's like no, he's like a hurricane, or like,
Well, the hurricane leaves behind him devastation. I think that he brings enrichment.
Yeah,
You know, that's the problem. That's the thing.
so he tills so basically he tills the soil with his autistic might tills the soil behind him and makes a beautiful garden
Okay.
that where we
Feels
can
the
grow.
soil.
why do
Yes.
you have to make everything so like gay,
Gay.
Jamie?
Because
Like
it
what the
reminds me
fuck?
of when I was in creative writing, and I'm bringing it back.
He
We're bringing
till-
back the
he tills the
autistic
soil.
language.
He tills the soil.
But
It's
I did
like
not
what the
even
fuck,
slur that
dude?
bad when I said that.
Yeah, he was hanging out with girls all the time. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I was.
What a
It's the
sad
made
state of
remnants. It's the
affairs.
remnants from the women of the past that are long since forgotten.
look, Jamie, hanging out with girls doesn't make you like a chick magnet. It makes you a gay. Simple
Yes,
as.
I've recognized this, which is why I now
Yeah,
reject.
maybe a bit too late, but okay.
It's a bit too late now. You're on. Well, that's why we're on the. It's just you accept the bi and you just love the women. That's what you do.
What? Okay, let's go over that.
What?
What do you say? You accept the bi? You said that you are bisexual.
No, no, please no. This is a joke. No, please no,
Really?
no.
I think that was already said on the stream.
Well, this is
Are
true.
you gonna come out?
No,
You're. No, the closet is open. You just need to leave.
no. No, the closet's too warm for me.
Nice.
I'm sorry. The closet is too warm and
Okay.
fuzzy for me. I think I'll stay in there a bit
Mhm.
longer, buddy.
Yes.
I mean, you're the one that posts monkey penises in the Discord, so I think you're the one that
Dude.
actually
That
needs
is
to come out
true,
of the
Crow. That is
closet.
true. That is
Okay.
just
Okay.
precious.
Okay, motherfucker, bitch. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say something which might surprise you. I don't know, but animals happen to be naked, naked in their natural form. You
The
know?
Croat doth protest too much,
Yeah.
methinks.
Yes.
No, I could say anything and you would still say that. Fuck off.
Well, yeah. If we
Yeah,
just
I was waiting to say it. The
For
right
the
moment.
uninformed people, I posted a picture of a monkey which happened to have its genitals exposed. Wow. Okay.
And completely seriously now, I did not even notice the penis first
I
time.
did not even know.
I saw the monkey, the face, and I
Yes.
was like,
Yes.
haha, what a funny, retarded looking monkey. I saw
Yes.
the stomach and I was like, haha, that's like a weird beer belly. And then Modern was like autistically screeching about the dick, and I was like, what fucking dick?
Absolutely.
And
I think this is Americans hypersexualizing everything, including
yeah,
animals.
it's
and I was
true.
like, oh fuck, it actually has a weird like fucking penis.
Penis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we don't want to
I
see it,
posted this
bro.
in
Why do you think we
Facebook.
want to see that junk, though, bro?
No, I don't know. I posted in Google search funny monkey. That is what came up.
Is that
Funny
really that?
ugly monkey.
Is that really that
Funny
funny? The
Monkey
monkey, though.
Proboscis is the name, I think.
Yeah, well, I found it by searching funny ugly monkey. So this came up. I was thinking, oh, look at its nose, his big nose and his big belly. And then I noticed the penis after I posted. I titled it "The Average Slovene Male" to piss,
Yeah.
of course, vape off. And then people were like, "Ooh, it has a penis," and they were focusing on the fucking dick.
Well,
I don't
that's
know
the
what's
thing.
wrong with it.
Okay, you
I
say that,
don't
but
even.
then why did you repost it multiple times? Why?
Because it was provoking to people. That's why I did do things like that. You
Look,
don't understand.
it was artistic, okay?
It
He
was
was trying
artistic.
to
That's right.
provoke people.
Yeah.
It's like there was a woman that was dragging in the old city like the decapitated head of a pig down the street.
No, we gotta go
They
with a more
arrested
modern
her, and her
example.
defense was, "I was trying to provoke people. It
The
was art."
modern
What are you
example is
talking
shirtless.
about?
Is women going out shirtless with like words painted on their chest, with the protests that all the countries do, and America too.
Uh,
Now America loves that too.
We're
Just
not at that yet. Only decapitated pig heads.
That's right. It's in Slovenia. There's only the decapitated pig heads. No
Yeah.
shirtless protesting women.
Yeah, when feminists protest, it's just a long line of pig heads. What else? And femboys.
Femboy. That's
It
right.
always comes back to the
It
femboys.
always comes back. So when
You
will
know,
you guys?
I had to preempt everyone with the femboy joke, so that nobody else could make it.
Nobody uses it. I have never used. Have you heard me once use the fanboy thing?
No,
I was
which
always.
surprises me, and that's why it makes me extremely paranoid. And it's femboys now live rent free in my head because of you, Croat. Every time I speak with you, I'm like, when is he going to make the joke? I need to
No.
preempt him with the joke.
I have
you
mentioned-
meme
I have
yourself.
mentioned-
You're like you're just so paranoid. You're like yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
just
to.
like, is he gonna say it? No, I have to say it before he says it,
Yeah.
so that it's like self-deprecating humor. If you make fun of yourself, nobody else can.
That's
Yeah,
right.
It's like,
you-
oh,
you
I'm
think
gonna
that
mention
everyone
femboys,
can.
so he can't.
But I think that I should make fun of its size, Slovenia size. I think that's funny.
Yeah,
I think also what's funny is me provoking him, saying that you are just us, but over the hills. I don't
Yeah.
really think that. I don't think
Over the
that
hills.
entirely.
Over the retarded
Well,
hills. There.
yeah. No, like, because Slovenia is like a bit more mountainous, you know.
No, it's not. Okay,
Yes,
bullshit.
it is.
It has a bigger peak, but it's not overall more mountainous.
Yes, it is. Cope.
No, it's not. Where? Only in the Alps, like this one part. Everything else is hills, and on the hills you have
Also, like
Kleti,
I do
you
live
know,
in like a giant valley. You know, Ljubljana is like the center of a big valley, essentially.
Dolina,
Kotlina,
a Kotlina, da.
because it's a bigger
It's a-
dolina.
It's
I don't know
big.
what
all
that
right.
in English, like valley is like dolina, but like basin, I guess maybe.
Kotlina. We also have Požeška Kotlina. It is around the city of Požega. You may have guessed, but okay, that's interesting. Of course, but it's not like Krš. It's not like Lika and have you seen like the place around Rijeka and back the Dalmatian hinterland, Zagora? You know,
Yeah.
it's all very rocky. None
Yes,
of
it
the
is.
rocky stuff happens in Slovenia.
I mean,
It's
Uh,
only like around the Alps.
I just want. Do the mountains really matter though, guys? Like, do the
no,
mount? I'm just like this is like I'm like, is this
they
autism
don't.
spurting out right now?
Yes.
Are the mountains
No,
that?
it's like I make a statement, he disagrees, I need to now argue about it with him. Or like he makes a statement, I disagree, we now have to argue about this. Now the
Well, you only
disagreement, we just disagree because the other one made said statement.
yes,
If you,
yes,
Jamie, said it, I'd ignore it.
yes. We
This
Well,
we
is this is
basically
like this
we
is the
have to
Balkan
disagree.
synergy.
well, you'd probably argue with
Yes,
me if I said that the
disagree.
greatest hills are in Florida.
So
I just think you are retarded and say nothing.
yeah,
So look, if he said it, if Vape said it, I would say you fucking conehead, dumbass bitch. You don't know what you're talking about.
you VOC media player looking motherfucker.
Yeah, but what happens here is that we argue a lot, but I really appreciate him probably the most. You know?
Thank you, Croat.
You
I
feel the
appreciate
you
you
feel
as
the
well.
brotherhood. You feel the brotherhood unite in your heart.
Well, yeah, it's like I call it banter, but it's just
Dude, just banter, dude. Just
arguments for
banter.
fun.
Yes. Let's just say that.
See, God and country truly unites the Slavs. It's true.
I still hate Croatians, of course.
They still.
Yeah.
It's a real hate
Listen,
love. Okay, it's a real hate love.
I think that when the Israelis when they killed God on the cross, uh, they, I think that Croats gained God's mandate as the chosen
That's.
people. I believe that the next Messiah, when Jesus returns, he will be Croat.
Be Croatian. Oh man.
Holy shit, I finally understand what Serbs meant when they say God is a Serb.
That's right.
Fuck.
That's what they meant. Holy sh! I never realized. I just thought they were being like retarded or some shit.
No,
Like, holy fuck.
you didn't realize that they've taken they've taken the cult pill and they're like my country. That's where Jesus is. We're the new chosen people.
Well, he certainly won't be in America. Let's be honest. You know, like what would Jesus be doing there?
It's
I don't
possible,
know,
I
man.
guess.
Saving the nation.
That's right, saving the nation.
There has to be a nation for it to be saved
It's gonna
first. But all right.
collapse.
That
He's-
is true. Not
Well,
even if it doesn't collapse, Jamie. Your country, it's like it's faking gay.
well,
Well, maybe Jesus needs to be there because of that reason.
that's right. He's
Yeah,
gonna save
good
it from
point,
being
good
fake and
point.
gay. He's like
You
they're
know,
just gonna
like
leave. They're just gonna leave.
he makes the
Croatia
best
alone.
from the worst.
Croatia.
You know, I don't like when people say that the Catholic Church, they are the new Pharisees. You know, what's the proper word? The Pharisaic priests. You know what I'm thinking, Jamie.
The
You read
Pharisees.
the Pharisees.
Yeah.
They're the new Pharisees. They have all these ungodly rules which are influenced by Italian folklore. No, Christ said that even if the priest, or I don't know how he called it, maybe a shepherd or something, even if he is rotten, his sacrament or his blessing is still God receives it. And this is what what people don't understand in papal infallibility. The Pope is not the person. The Pope is an idea of
The Pope is an
a
idea. Okay.
absolutely. This is also why he removes his old name. He is no longer, I don't know, Giovanni Castagnoli. He is now Pius the 17th. I don't know. He takes this name. He takes the responsibility of the vicar of Christ, even though he might not be the best morally apt man. But everything he does theologically is, always has been, and has to be pure. That
That's
there have
right.
even yeah.
Even if
That's my
even if
general.
it destroys the church, even if he says we need to destroy Croatia, burn them to the ground because they're all
Right.
heretics.
All right. Yes, but that never happened. Such a thing never happened. Even with the worst popes, they never
Well,
made something like that.
well, it did
Give me an
it did
example.
happen, just not there. It did happen, but not there.
Well. You mean
In Europe,
Innocent III killing the Cathars? Well, Cathars.
in like Central and in like Eastern Europe.
Name example, please.
Um. Oh shoot.
Uh
Well, there's
huh.
no. Whoever exact names. Like this is more like a Protestant grouping, I guess. But this is pre-Protestant. But like you would say like the Wallonians or the whatever the junk. Wallonians, you wouldn't know.
Well, not really. Well, you mean the Waldensians, maybe? But they were
Uh,
actually heretics.
Hey guys, I'm taking a shit right
okay, that's great. That's
He's
right.
gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Anyway, when the heretics popped up, everyone thought they were heretics. Excuse me, it was not just the Pope claiming. These people did not believe in the Trinity, for fuck's sake.
Well, no, that's not what they said. We have no evidence of that actually. It's
You mean the Qatar?
well, not the
You know what the
Cathars.
Qatars preach? You know what the Qatars preach? They preach that an evil god, that Lucifer created the universe. That's what they preach.
Well,
How can you tolerate?
I do remember arguing that the Cathars were right. That actually the Cathars were the real Christians. In the Roman Papists, they were wrong. It's actually the base Cathars or Cathars.
Yeah, Qatars. They were also vegans, so there's that. You can see the craziness.
Very
But
cringe.
yes, and they were all slaughtered, rightly, might I say, like Sodom and Gomorrah, rightly
Very
slaughtered.
based.
Very
Yes.
based, very based and slaughter
Look,
killed.
they fucking deserved it, okay?
Anyway,
Yeah,
That's all I'm
see,
gonna say.
and we wonder why Europeans are okay with the slaughter. Also, Europeans, we should just kill them all. We should just slaughter that entire nation.
Try it, pussy.
Yeah.
They'd be like, bruh, they're just like, bruh. I mean, if Bosnia like was gone tomorrow, I'd just be indifferent about it. They're just like, it happens. Bosnia just
you think
exploded.
that, but this is not true. How many troops are in Bosnia currently? American troops.
I have no
Very
idea.
many.
Thousands upon thousands. Maybe your distant relatives, maybe your neighbor's distant relative is there, and tomorrow he disappears. There
You
you
have
have the
military
problem.
bases
Yes,
in
it's
in
basically
Bosnia, in Kosovo, in
if
like
America, you would be indifferent if Bosnia disappeared. I would be rejoicing if America disappeared. So there's
So you would shed a tear of Bosnia if it was all over for Bosnia.
look, all the Slovenes in America I consider traitors. So
I
if
don't.
America disappeared, I don't care.
I don't
No,
care.
if America disappeared, a big chunk of my family also disappears.
It's all over. Yeah, all of its extended family is gone.
My family, all in Slovenia.
That's not true. Didn't you say that some of them are in Germany?
Yeah, he's lying.
It's all
Okay,
lies.
look.
It's all a cope.
Okay,
It's a freaking cope.
I'm just gonna say first of all, the Austrian side disowned my
Disowns.
great. Well, he married a poor Slovene like farm girl. Of course, they were like, look, bro, you're either
Do you
gonna
actually,
not
do
marry
you
her.
actually, do you actually have German genes? Like you have.
Well, unless my mom lied to me, yes.
Oh no, no,
Uh,
babe. That's kind
like
of
my
disgusting.
my great great grandfather was part of like an Austrian landlord family, and he wanted to
Oh
marry a
no,
poor Slovene farm girl on their farm, and they
no.
essentially gave him an option of either not doing that, and he gets to inherit everything, or they let him and he gets disowned and gets a small farm, and that's it.
But do you know what the German lords did? This is also the reason why in the 1500s the Slovenes, along with the Croats in Zagorje, rebelled, peasant rebellion. One of the reasons the German lords would come down when the Slovene man and Slovene woman would get married. They have to report their marriage to their lord, and then the German lord would take the first night. He would go to bed with the wife, newlywed
He
wife.
just had to get a taste of his people's glory. He just had to truly
Well, that was the
experience.
thing. Do you know? Do you know? I think that was in England also, but it was thrown out soon. First night, the right of the first night. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know, but it was present here. How many Slovenes nowadays are affected by that genetically? I don't know, but they actually rebelled. Of course, the leader was a Croat as always, but they stood side by side, and we of course lost because it was the Habsburgs and the
Based
trained
Habs, the
army.
based Habs, bro. It's just how it is.
And
Chadburgs.
yeah,
The Chad, yeah. Have you seen their faces, bro? Come on.
Anyways, I don't think it was rape because they
You
not
know?
right.
married. Like
What do you think?
they got married. Like uh, I
So
don't know if he wanted to rape her, he could have just not married her. It seems sort of.
yeah.
Anyways, they disown him. Then World War One. T- Sadly, a bit of a goof happens, a bit of a gaff. Uh, everything goes tits up, does not work out. Luckily, my great great grandfather worked out for him because at that point
He sided
he
with
was
the
a poor
right. He sided with the right guys.
because
Is that what you're saying?
not even sided. He was just at that point a poor farmer with like a Slovene family essentially.
Oh.
Uh,
Interesting.
and then
He was like, bro, I'm escaping
that's
persecution, baby. Everyone else is
like
getting screwed over, and I'm just poor. I'm living the life as a poor farmer, and they're all getting freaking rounded up and killed. Let's go.
well like
No one got killed.
that's the only part of my family that I actually know anything about because they actually had records.
Well, I
Like
know, I know a lot. I know a lot about mine. Uh, I know that my great grandfather almost became the minister of agriculture for Yugoslavia. This is no joke. But he had this fool, this retard, had ideological differences with Tito. He was actually quarreling with him, and he quit the party. They were the Yugoslav police, secret police, were actually checking on him, and I think that there were a few
He was
assassination
part of the
attempts.
opposition. you're,
what a
you're.
mad lad.
He was part
Yeah,
of the opposition in Yugoslavia, dude. That's pretty based, man. I don't know. We need to hear about
he
this.
wasn't. He wasn't a part of the opposition, but he couldn't really after the war when he insulted Tito, he couldn't really get employed anywhere. He was like working as a janitor and shit
Quote
and
unquote,
stuff
not
like
part
that.
of the opposition. Literally,
Wow, I wonder why.
yeah, I wonder why. He
Yeah.
totally wasn't part of the opposition, guys. It was.
He was a member of the HSS, the Croatian Peasants Party, which was absolutely huge. Even some Slovenes voted for it in the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. It always gained like 80% in Croatian lands. It was basically the quintessential Croatian party, be it right or left. It was around God, it was around the peasant and the worker working. All right. After when the war started, it divided itself between the ones who supported the fascist installed Ustasha government, and the ones who supported of course, the revolutionary Titoist group, Zavnoh, whatever. And after the war, many of these SS politicians were purged. And what I mean by purge, not like strictly killed. That was kind of reserved only
They were
for
turned
the
into janitors. They were turned into janitors.
They were comfortably retired.
That's right.
Yes, yes. I mean, my great grandfather didn't give a shit. He had a farm, even though it was restricted by the communists to 10 hectares. I don't know how that translates to
I think it's
McDonald's
just
measure.
hectares.
All right.
People
Unless you
use
Americans use like retarded.
I don't know.
You
I don't
couldn't-
remember what
you
exactly
couldn't tell-
hectares is, but yeah, people use the terminology
Acres?
hectares.
Is that acres?
Yeah, acres. But yeah,
Maybe
hectares
acre,
are
I don't
different.
Yeah, you couldn't own more than 10 hectares in Yugoslavia, which is all right for a good life in agriculture. So yeah, there's that. He didn't really need like a special job because he was a farmer, but he was still working because
No politique stories other than that he almost became the
he
agricultural
almost became the
minister.
minister. He was very influential in the town politics of the town of the city, I would say, actually. But and he's actually on. He has a Wikipedia. I won't.
He has a
spoil
Wikipedia
anything.
page.
Yeah, he has a wiki page. I won't say anything more than
see,
that. Oh my god.
This is why I don't want to talk about my family more than that. Because
Yeah,
like
I
everybody in Slovenia is descended from Austrians in some parts, so that doesn't fucking matter. But like if I told you like oh my fucking grandpa was like the director of that electrical company, you people could probably find out who that was.
but
Yeah.
I
Because
didn't
there's
say
like 5
anything.
people here
I
in
literally
Slovenia.
you couldn't find it if you wanted, really.
You guys, your audience of people would
couldn't
come and find you guys. Like you guys are like, no, you guys will be fine. Like, bruh, no, nobody even gets freaking like, nobody gets freaking has any problems except for like the U.S. Like we only have
I
like
mean,
the crazy stalkers
I
here.
don't know why I don't know why we are entertaining that thought anyway. I didn't really say anything. They don't know what or who or where or what. No.
Yeah, I mean, do you have some
It-
royalty, vape? Was your family involved with the fascist regime? Is this something you're not telling us, vape? Is
mine was also involved. My family was pretty down the middle split. My mother's
Yeah.
side mostly for the communists, my father's side mostly for the fascists. You know, and and I would joke that I am somewhere in between, but no, I am really more of a leftist than anything else.
what about you, vape?
My great grandma got shot. That's about it. They don't know by who. She just got shot.
She just got shot. She actually got shot herself. She was just like,
I don't know. That
Okay,
my mom
that's
like
not.
doesn't exactly tell me like these stories in depth.
Yeah, but my
Oof.
grandmother is the main source.
So what this
My
means
grandmother
is that either your family doesn't pass it down, bro. You gotta ask your family about your family stories, bro. You gotta have the stories, man.
I did. It's
She just
just
doesn't
that
say.
my grandmother's actually both. My grandparents are already dead, so
Yeah, but your mom doesn't. Did she not? See, if you gotta always.
I
ask.
did ask her, but she just sort of tells
I
half.
think that is very sad that you cannot hear it from a more direct source. My grandmother, thank God, is still alive. She basically told me everything. But I was a kid, I didn't realize all of it, but now it's getting back to me in a more reasonable way.
Yeah.
Her mother's brother was in the Ustasha army, and after the war, many of these people were force marched. They say 500,000, but that's bullshit. Maybe 100,000 Croats in that army were sent to Austria, where they thought to escape into British custody because the Brits they thought would treat them more gently. But the Brits gave them up to the communist authorities,
Oof.
and Tito executed them all. I mean, forced them to march all the way back on foot. If you didn't catch up, you would die. And then, at the end of the road, they were all executed. So there's 100,000 Croats dead. Listen,
Killed by
I'm
a
not going.
Croat.
Yeah.
Well, Tito, I cannot blame Tito for anything because
I can't.
he
I supported him, bro. I support his ideas, so I can't
you don't
complain
understand.
about
You
him.
don't understand.
Well, like,
He
dude,
punished,
it's like 100,000
he
men.
punished the Serbian Chetniks, the Croatian Ustasha, the Slovene Nazis, the same equally. You know, so you cannot really blame him for
Also,
anything
they were
except what?
ideological enemies. You know, it's like
Yeah,
100,000 professional. You know what I mean? Like
of course.
experienced soldiers.
Yes.
What the fuck is he supposed to do with them? Let them go?
That's what America would do. That's right. That's right, guys. That's right.
Like, I
Oh,
guess
absolutely. You
I
know what America would do? Uh, America would indoctrinate them, make them into science lab pets, keep
and
them
send them to die somewhere.
Yeah,
keep
that's
them in
right.
Guantanamo, keep them in Guantanamo for like 30 years where they can do nothing except die in the heat there. So there's that.
See,
So
not enough psychological warfare, guys. Come on, the USSR was doing it. Why did you guys weren't up at up there with the technology and the psychological warfare?
when was USSR doing psychological warfare?
Well, they did stuff. What do you mean? They did a lot of stuff like that. Like that was like a lot of the stuff that they did. They did that amongst their peoples. I mean, not necessarily in your areas, but there is a lot of evidence of that kind of stuff.
I have not. Well, can you? I'm retarded. Can you actually define what psychological warfare in this context is?
Okay, I guess you could define it as some kind of propaganda. I guess that would be like an easy wording for it is to change how the individual people
Do you
think
mean
about
like the
things.
Soviet infiltrators in America?
Well,
No,
yes, they did.
he means basic bland propaganda. You know, like, oh,
Yeah.
we are the worker state. We have to you have to comply. You have to work. You have to keep mind on your labor. Okay, I have something interesting. This is an analogy by, of course, Zizek. I think it's beautiful. He makes a comparison between the postmodern father and the traditional authoritarian father. The authoritarian father, listen, you will go to your grandmother, you have to visit her, you have to go there, and we have to do it. The postmodern father will say, oh, you know how your grandmother loves you, you know what a shame it would be if you did not visit her, if you did not if you know how devastated she would be, but of course you don't have to go, you don't have to
That's
go.
right.
So
Grandma just wants her
this is
hug.
a
Why
whole
don't you give it to her?
this is a whole nother dimension of manipulation which happens today versus the relatively crude way the Soviets and the communists spread their propaganda. It's very perfidious nowadays.
Yes, it's like a soft power, right? Which is
Well,
like
the old way
that's what America is. To be
is
honest.
just like honest. Like, look, you
Yes,
need to do
honest,
this,
honest,
do it,
honesty. Yes, honesty is the key.
and that's it.
Uh,
Like the
That's
modern
right.
way is like guilt tripping. Like,
In the
but
Soviet Union, you knew you weren't going to get that bread. You knew that if you step out of line, you're not getting that bread. But in America, we're like, you'll still get the bread, but things will just be a bit different. It'll just be a little more complicated.
I think that every Russian who lived in that time would say to you that access to everything, to like school activities, to food, to doing sports, to
but
participating
Croat, you
in
don't
politics.
understand. They didn't have processed high fructose corn syrup.
That's right. They didn't have
Oh
that.
Like
yes,
that's the most
that's right.
mind-blowing
And they
thing
did.
to me. When I remember back in school, when we were taught about this shit. Like they talked about America. Oh, America was capitalism is so great, and so look, you had Coca-Cola and you had Cheetos and Doritos, and look at the Soviet Union. You only had normal bread
They had
and normal
Pepsi.
meat
They had
and
Pepsi. What do you
normal
mean? They had
food.
Pepsi. The USSR had Pepsi.
I'm talking about the way we were taught in school. That's how it was presented to us in school.
Yeah,
Like
capitalism is
So,
good
and
so
because
do you
and
drink Pepsi, Correct? Since you have since in the USSR they got Pepsi. They
no,
sold
no.
literal
why are you
battleships.
focusing on Pepsi so much, my guy?
Because
My guy, I'm just trying
You
to like
you know what
explain
I'm
this.
drinking? You know what I'm drinking? What Vape would like? I am drinking Kokta. You know,
Ooh,
uh,
what is
that is
the
coke?
the best.
What is
the
It
Cokta?
is
drink, the drink
Kokta.
of the Yugoslavian.
Yes, the Kokta is like a Yugoslav spin-off version of Coca-Cola, but totally different in taste.
Yeah, it
So it
is.
so of course so unlike the the Czechoslovak disgusting Kofola, which is an off-brand Coca-Cola, this stayed because it has a specific flavor. And it's better actually, and it's more healthy
So
because it has like natural herbs in there.
so when can I get my shipment of Cokta?
You will get it maybe in some store, Yugoslavish store in
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know where I'm gonna find a Yugoslav store in America, bro.
St. Petersburg,
Anyways,
St.
what I'm
Petersburg,
trying
Florida. Go Miami, go Tampa, whatever. It's probably there.
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
might be
trying
one
to
somewhere.
say, Jamie, is that the way like you show me capitalism and look how great it is. Look at all this shitty processed food that literally kills you. Look how much access you have to this. And now look at the Soviet Union. You only had normal food. This is bad.
Yeah,
Why
okay, but
exactly?
there was still more
Or,
variety though. There was more variety since
why
there
do I need
was.
more variety of like disgusting processed
No, I'm
garbage
talking about
stuff?
like the papaya, bro. You couldn't get the papaya in the
Oh, the
USSR.
You,
papa.
you could get the papaya. That's stupid. You could get the papaya because we were allied to places that produce the papaya. You know,
First
like
of all, you could get the papaya. Second of all, why do you need the papaya?
Well, the papaya was really expensive though. In America, the papaya was a lot less.
Good. You don't need it.
You only need the
Like
bread.
to
You
me,
only need
to
the
me, it's
bread.
much. To me, it's much more important that meat is
actually,
right now very expensive.
actually, Jamie, everything in communist system was every consumer product was cheap because the government set the price. Of course, this created its own problems because the competitiveness was basically non-existent. This is the problem with centrally planned economy with the Soviet. The Yugoslavia was a bit different. We agreed to import. We signed specific treaties with mostly German companies that would not harm in any way the place the status of the Yugoslav worker, but at the same time we would have a more market supply and demand oriented economy, not really orchestrated by the government, yes, but not 100% controlled.
It was not micromanaged.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
because yeah, of course, because you have to realize that the Yugoslavian state was not the same as the rest of the USSR. Like it's not like would you like I wouldn't even
Do you
describe it
realize
as.
you're speaking with people from the former Yugoslavia?
Well, yeah, but I yes, I do. But no, what I'm
Why are
saying
you?
is that what I'm
Oh wait,
saying
we're
is
on the podcast, right?
I'm clarifying that
Yeah.
your experience with these things in your family's history is different from the rest of the USSR. Like I'm clarifying that for the other people who are potentially watching.
Yeah, I remember. Sorry.
Oh yes, other people. One guy from Alabama, the other guy from Indiana,
Right.
and one guy from
Which you guys
wherever the
hate.
fuck.
You hate all of them. But you guys hate Southern America. You guys hate the South. And didn't I get that?
Actually,
No,
if you
what the
don't,
fuck?
I think I already said multiple times, Alabama is the most aesthetic southern state.
Yeah,
Florida,
for
that's a shithole.
That's
That's a shithole.
most aesthetic southern state for whatever that's worth. But all right.
It's worth a lot, okay? But like Florida, that's a shithole. I'm sorry, Jamie, but like you don't even have the cool accent. Like what the fuck?
It's
Yes,
true. It's
yes.
true.
You
Why
don't
do you
have the
exist?
cool accent.
But
You
some
the
people do. Some people have the
the
cool
shape
accent though.
the shape is just not there. You're like a giant swamp. You're literally the armpit of America.
It's a beautiful swamp
It's even
though.
the shape is like the armpit.
It's the kind of
Well,
swamp you want to
no.
put your face in. Okay.
Like look at Alabama. Alabama's memorable. Okay, when I think of America, I think of Alabama.
You guys are literally. I guess that's the
Okay,
European perspective. Is freaking literally everyone in
brother,
America is
fucking
like
sister.
Alabama. Who cares about Alabama? But you guys are like Alabama. Now that's America.
I love Alabama.
That's right.
You know what's funny? I watched this episode of Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson and all that, British TV, and they were in Alabama. They were driving uh, like the welcome sign. You have them when you cross the borders of the states,
Yes,
and it was like shot full of fucking holes.
that's right.
That's America. That's America if I've ever seen America. They shot their own fucking sign.
Based. I love Alabama even more now.
So yeah,
If I ever
that's
visit America, God help me,
You should. You can come
I
to
will
Florida for
visit
Jamie Con.
Alabama and
No,
no other
Jamie. No,
state.
you got it. No, you got to go to Florida for Jamie Con or some stupid thing.
No.
I almost visited America last year, but Trump blocked me because
Nice. Nice.
Destroyed.
We
because of
got
the,
him.
because of the COVID restrictions. I couldn't get the visiting visa because my relative was dying of cancer. He's dead now,
Oh,
but
Oof.
uh, but
Sad.
we were planning to visit. That's why I hate Trump. Trump is for me horrible just because of that.
No, I
He
understand. That's
he.
understand.
yeah, I'm sorry
Yeah.
for your loss.
Cool. Yeah.
No,
The same.
I accept, but um, like that's not really. Didn't want to make a big deal out of that, but we were like planning to go, and I was applying. I was spending 4 hours on the fucking application. They were trying to get my father's military data. What the fuck? When he was in the army, when he was serving, they were trying to get that. Well, like I was filling out the form for 4 hours, and my father didn't, of course, because he doesn't know fucking English,
Based.
No.
and he needs me
Right.
for everything. He needs me for everything. When we go abroad, I'm basically his translate. He's like clueless when it comes to the
Good.
No.
You're finally
language.
paying off to your father.
That's right.
He's been taking care of you for 18 fucking years, and finally,
Yeah.
you started making a return.
That's right.
I was knocking down. I would knock down like a whole bunch of roof tiles which were
You
needed for
piece
the
of shit.
house, and they beat the fuck out of me basically, and I wasn't allowed into the house almost the whole day.
Just had to go outside.
Like,
Truly,
sleep in the doghouse.
that's right. That's how they did it. They were just reminding you of how it was in Yugoslavia. That's how it was back
Yeah, the
in the
good
day.
old
No,
days.
don't bring up you. This is how basically. There's a problem with you conservatives in America. You speak based tradition, but when actually I bring up something traditional, you're like, nah, that's kind of weird. I don't want that here.
Is it? I mean, I don't.
Let's
Is sleeping in the doghouse really that traditional? I mean, maybe it is. Maybe
I
it
think
is.
he meant beating your kids or
Oh,
like
yes,
shit like that.
yes.
I
I
mean,
think I should.
there's a difference between like a spanking and like freaking beating your kid.
Is there? I never understood spanking. That sounds weird. Why would you like hit your child on the ass? What the fuck's wrong
What do you
with you?
punch him in the face? What do you want?
No, look, dude.
No,
Like
I was
my
just-
parents.
I remember the shoes. They used the shoes on the head. That was when they were really angry. And
Look,
it was very rare. Don't let me.
look,
Don't. I wasn't
look,
fucking Mike Tyson by them every fucking day, but
He just hit by the
Look.
shoe every week.
no, look, Jamie. Your ear is like your ears are very sensitive, but like you can flick them, and it stings quite a bit, especially if you're a child, for like
Yeah.
a second, and then it stops.
Well,
And the
the-
whole point of that is you flick someone, the kid
yeah, but
who's
like
like acting like a
but like
piece
the
of shit,
spanking doesn't hurt for
and
more
it
than like a
stings
minute.
for a
Wow.
second. It stops them, and you then explain to them what they did wrong. And if they keep doing it, then you beat the shit out of them.
So you still beat them. You still
Well,
you flick
beatings are the beatings are mandatory. Do I have to post the picture?
In Croatian, we have a proverb. The beating stick comes from heaven. No,
Don't
batina
beat-
is right.
That's right. They what's the cure for such disorders? Beatings. That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You complain about the
If,
spanking. You're like, bro, spankings are bad. You should just beat them. You should just beat.
No, look, spankings are gay. Okay.
But that's the Anglo tradition. The Anglo tradition, bro.
Well, it's fucking weird. Good job, Anglos. Just beat your kid. Just get a
Yes.
stick and beat him.
Yeah, but freaking. But yeah, but that's
Like smack
but,
their ears.
but,
It hurts,
also-
but it's not like
famous YouTuber
also-
Famous YouTuber Yeoman says that there should never be any spanking ever.
Yeoman's a fucking retard. I don't give a shit.
Yeoman once said that you should only eat meat. Like, you should only feed meat to your kids, and this is actually what Dalton is doing, that fucking retard. His child will come out retarded. But,
We shall see. We shall see. I am very excited to see this experiment.
Do you guys have anything you'd
No,
like to
it's
say to
retarded.
Yeoman? Because I will send him this clip. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
look, I have to say, you fucking dumbass bitch. You let your people drive me away from the server like 3 times for nothing. I did basically nothing, and you haven't answered me at all. I hope you your crops failed, your ducks die, and you have 7 years of misfortune.
He still knows
Thank
about
you.
the ducks, though.
Yeah, he says
Thank you,
about the
fucking
ducks.
Anyways, now it's my turn. Okay, Yo Chud, thank you for banning Croat. It was very entertaining. Good job.
What the
all worth
fuck?
it.
You're supposed to support at all against the fucking enemies. Why do you mean? Thank you for banning.
Look, I called him Yo Chud. Isn't that good enough?
No, you should not stand at his side. You should stand behind me. Because no, okay, that sounded weird, but never
No,
mind.
it's not.
Never mind.
That's like "Stand by Me" is like a common saying. Well, it's also a cringy gay song, but it's also like his normal saying.
But he didn't say stand by me. He said stand behind me.
Stand behind you. Well, you know,
Well, okay.
it's a language barrier.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
That's his excuse, at least, bro. That's
Yeah.
my English is no good. My English not.
That's the cope. Oh, please, vape, insert your long stick into my. Is the language
Wait
barrier?
a minute. Wait a minute. When did I say that? That's entirely your creation right now. I never said about anything about sticks and anything about especially long sticks because I wouldn't expect that from you.
I have a very girthy stick. Okay.
No, I don't care. I don't really care.
He's got to make up for it since he doesn't have a coat. That's how they make up for it.
Absolutely.
Oof.
A Croat always has to betray. If your neighbor has 1 story taller house than you have to put it on. Oh, he's got someone in the government financing him. He's
Yeah.
got
Unironically, yes.
Yes, that's the thing. We hate. You know when Jesus said, "Love thy neighbor as you love thyself." Here it is, hate your neighbor as you hate the devil. So that's that.
And
Okay.
it's true, dude. If anyone is like more successful than you, it must be some sort of inside job.
Magic. Or that or magic. A witch
Yeah.
put a curse on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always that.
Unironically, yes. It's the
Ironic.
same thing here. Like they must be cheating somehow. They can't be better than me.
Yes, his sister is sleeping with the government official.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
explanation.
his wife's a whore.
I mean, is the corruption still that deep, or?
Yes.
Yes. It's extremely deep. You cannot get anything done without
Any
corruption.
recent corruption stories?
Yes, I have a personal one. Neighbor of mine she had to corrupt her way into a job as a cleaning lady. So there's she had to like finesse her way because her brother-in-law was working. Also, shout out to that woman. I hope she watches this. But she had to corrupt her way into a fucking cleaning lady job. That's
Man,
the state of affairs
the
here.
state of Croatia here, folks.
My corruption story is that my boss likes me and therefore promotes me.
That's right.
That's it.
Why does
Like
he like it? Did they
I
do
am
any
complete.
favors?
I'm completely unqualified for my current position, and yet
Wait,
here I am.
this is a bit sussy. Why does he like you?
Yeah. Why does he like?
Why does he like you?
Unironically, I don't know. I went to
Wait,
the
don't know.
like he really likes me. He's married, by the way. He has kids. So like
Yeah.
But
this is either a very long con or he's legit.
well,
Anyways,
if he sees this, he's gonna get you fired. But right,
yeah, if he finds out I'm fucked. But he just like came up to me when I started working. He was like, "Vape, I really like you. You do good work here, and I want to promote you. So like,
that's what
get ready. Get ready.
that's what
I'm gonna look out for you." And I was like, "Cool, boss. I'm just doing what I'm doing." And he just looked at me and said, "Exactly."
Exactly.
And I was like,
all of them.
"I
That's what all of them say. That's what all
what?"
of the capitalists say. You know.
Well, he promoted me, so like,
Well, they see a simple-minded young country boy like yourself, and they see a loyal servant, so they of course promote you.
Hey, you
Of
say
course, they
that
wouldn't promote.
until
quickly,
vape is a big one. Until he's a manager. He's gonna be the manager of the plant soon. Give it 5 years. He's gonna have money.
no, Jamie, you're saying that, but unironically, I was just like, "Yo, this is perfect. I don't need to do fucking anything. I just like follow this dude, and like he gives me money, and we're cool."
That's right.
So like, my small brain has been completely taken over. Thank you, Croat, for showing me the way. I'm not gonna change anything because I like money.
Ah, here it is. Okay, all right, fine.
I don't know what you were expecting. I'm Slovene. We're all greedy. We
fine.
are the Jews of the Balkans.
That's right. You are the
Okay,
true
now,
Austrians. You know, they talk about Austrian economics, but we really should be talking about Slovene economics.
Exactly.
let's you know why maybe nepotism here is a positive thing, because we care really about the family structure, the family.
Yeah, this
So
is
of course
true.
you will push in. This is a Slavic thing. Whenever the Germans migrated to the West, only the elite, the ruling elite, came. The Hans and the Magyars, only the ruling elite came. Slavs brought their wives, their children, their grandmothers, their uncles. All of them came to the new land. Yeah, I think this is a what you call it, a cultural thing that persists to this day with maybe nepotism, which is
Yeah.
bad, but still, I think that America doesn't have that.
Like
Also,
here, when you get into a position of power, your first job is to fuck over everyone except your family.
Yes.
crush everyone but your allies and your friends. Everyone else can go die in a pit.
No, specifically your family. Fuck your friends,
Oh,
your family.
no allies. There's no allies. There's no real allies.
Well, dude, this is like people tell me this all the time. Like, dude, don't do favors for friends for free. They have to pay you. And then when it's like, what about my brother? Dude, he's your brother. You can't do that to him. What's wrong with you?
Maybe that's the
So yeah,
problem, babe. Maybe you need like alliances are good. Like you have to realize that that's how that's how a lot of businesses
no,
prosper. It's because
no,
of alliances.
no, because people will abuse your favors. You need to realize this, Jamie.
Well, no,
When
people
I
will abuse your
told my
favors.
friends, when I like did installed like Windows on my friend's like PC for free, like you have to realize that half his family came to me for the same fucking thing for free.
Well, that's like a different cultural thing though, but it's not really done in that same way in America.
So no, like I at the very least demand a burek
Yes.
and something to drink, like a beer or something like that.
Well, I mean, that's not that crazy at all.
Otherwise, half the fucking town will come to me asking me for the same thing.
What? But that's still a deal, bruh.
And then
What? You
they
give him
expect
lunch?
you,
You have to give him
and
lunch, bruh.
and the
Nice.
problem is they then like expect you to do it for free because when you did it for him for free, why can't you do it for me for free?
That's right. Just have a spare $800 available for the whole town.
Because when it ends, eventually it does, because we live in such a climate where divorce is handed out like I don't know, food stamps or whatever. Divorce is easy to get, which means when you break the love, you cause so much damage. With arranged, I don't want to say loveless, quote unquote,
With
loveless marriage,
loveless marriages. That's right. That's what we want.
you have to build love. You have to build love. Love at first sight is extremely unhealthy for me, I think.
Well,
I
yeah,
think that building love in an institution like marriage, where you have to share everything. Of course, I don't. I was joking about my previous statement, not really entirely, but
it was
partially.
hyperbole.
Yes,
Hyperbolic.
yes, like always.
Hyperbole, like
Hyperbole.
the Super Bowl,
It's
like the Super
hyperbole.
Bowl, you know.
That's right. Hyperbole, just like the Super Bowl.
Next step of Super Bowl, hyperbole.
That's base. Let's go.
All right,
Anyway,
basically,
hyperbole. There we go.
okay, basically, woman good, but woman should know place, the same as the man should know his place.
Exactly.
True. True. I'm getting on with this.
That's it. Okay.
So what do you guys recommend in a reading? What are you guys what are some books you think that the audience should read?
Okay, I'll go first so that Croat can then sieve about my recommendation. So, I would recommend Lord of the Rings, and in fact, just any Tolkien book is fine.
No. Okay.
Please, Croat, take it away.
Yeah.
I want to hear you just like rant.
Now, first of all, I was going to say, you would probably be expecting, Communist Manifesto, Capital, or
Das Kapital.
whatever. No,
I wanted to suggest that, but I thought like
absolutely no. This is completely unnecessary for me to talk about this, because there are more qualified people to do it. But everything goes back to the Holy Scripture, the Bible.
That's
Everything
right.
goes back.
Croat is full. Croat is full. The Bible is communist spelled. He's full on.
Yes, Jesus was socialist, and this is well known. This is not like I didn't invent hot water, but all right. Anyways,
I just thought that was too easy. Like the Bible.
Beside the Holy Bible, of course, you should read all of the maybe the other religious texts. Especially, I was getting into this Zoroastrian religion, not like I wanted to convert them. Of course not. It is a silly pagan religion, of course, like every other else, Hinduism, Islam, whatever. I think that Islam is Satanist because the Allah appears as a vulture. But okay, and that is how Satan appeared to Jesus. But never mind. The Avesta, this is the Zoroastrian religious scripture. I think it is very interesting and insightful. Maybe also delve into that.
Okay, so read the Avesta and Lord of the Rings. There you go, guys.
No, don't read that. Okay.
Why do you hate Lord of the Rings so much, man?
I don't hate it, but it's it's like the read Lord of the Rings. It is a direct slight to me, because I know what Wape did. He's a very clever man, even though he is retarded.
You could say I'm a based retard.
That's right.
Yeah, but he's fucking me over because he knows I like the Game of Thrones series.
Oh, cringe.
Pull up the quote, Jamie. You know the one.
No, okay.
No,
What
no.
quote?
Nah, I'm not gonna read it. It's too graphic, you know.
Yeah, the cringe.
Yeah,
The cringe, bro.
you really don't understand the real.
Shame. Honest shame.
Anyway, it's
Shame,
the meme
bro.
quote. It's the meme quote about like I don't even remember who, but like it's about like her shitting, like having diarrhea,
No, no, okay.
shitting, drinking, shitting, drink, and it's like
But you
nice.
don't understand. You don't understand the green dark elements of
Look,
fantasy that
Croat,
should be
That's
in.
right.
Croat,
Look,
Croat. Look, Croat. Please listen to me. I can write a
all
book.
right.
I can write a book with like rape in it, and it's like a super serious story. And I'm not trying to like glorify rape or like make an erotic scene out of like this weird rape thing. Um, but if I start like describing in detail what's happening, that's not necessary. Same way how it's not necessary for like Grim uh Grmoja to describe like how this woman is having like this like she's like a child
No, no, wait.
is having like dysentery. Okay,
Yeah.
You
I
don't.
don't need to know that.
Just
I
You
he
don't.
could just say that she's like having dysentery. He could like describe it in so many
No,
better ways
you don't
where it's
understand.
still like
You
he's
don't
just,
understand the basis of a thing called ugly aesthetics.
it's,
fuck you.
it's true. It's supposed to be
Fuck
ugly
you,
and
Croat.
gross. It's supposed to be ugly and gross, but I don't know why you'd want that. You're like, bro, my
But
story is supposed to be ugly and gross and weird.
this is the message because fantasy is supposed to be this charming place with the hobbits going on to a quest, like
That's
finding
right.
dwarfs. But this is a much more real depiction of fantasy
Real,
as
quote
It
unquote,
really isn't.
real.
That's the thing. It really isn't. It's extremely
what do
unrealistic in a lot of things. Like the geography of the world is extremely retarded.
That's the problem. That's our problem, guys. We're actually geography artists. Someone bring in.
Well,
geography
yes.
geography
If you're gonna
geography
talk if you're gonna talk about the realism of the story and the world, well, it's not.
the geography of our world is retarded also.
Is that the cope
So
you're gonna use? Is that the cope you're gonna die on?
yes.
Yeah,
And
Well, it's bad, and
you
you
can
should
copy
feel bad.
that's right.
and you can ma jebem ti mater, ko da se osjeća. Mršu pičku mater.
That's right. Now he's
You
cursed.
see,
Now
he's angry
he's
because I'm
angry
right,
now. He's
and I'm laughing because I know I'm right. Anyways,
No, you are laughing because you are
the only reason I brought this up is to make Croat angry. I succeeded.
That's
Clown.
We
right.
can go.
You
We can
won.
continue. We can
Yeah, that's
continue.
okay. So now we have. Oh, I have cringe questions now. What do you think the
Please.
future of America will be?
Death,
Death.
disappointment. I don't know.
Oh,
Death. Disappointment.
Dissolution, probably. Dissolution, most likely. I hope.
So what are your thoughts on anime and the right wing?
I hate both.
The anime and the right wing.
Yes.
I mostly agree. Yeah, anime was like a net negative in my life. And the right wing is like gay. Now, to be fair, the left wing I'm talking about the internet is extremely gay as well. I just think politics on the internet in general are just gay.
Mhm.
So you should avoid them. If you're on the internet now, if you're like doing stuff IRL and on the internet, that's less gay. But like if you're like exclusively just an internet warrior,
Yeah.
you should probably like interact with foliage.
You're saying
You physically interact with foliage.
is
in
that
the
your
real world.
recommendation? Is that your recommendation to me and society? Is to touch grass?
Yes,
Is that
yes. That's my recommendation to all the American internet warriors, political internet warriors, is step outside,
Just-
touch some foliage. I understand you live in like a hellscape city, and you don't want to step outside because you're going to be shot by some individual.
yes.
But like like I don't know, get in your armored SUV, drive out to the woods.
That's right.
Like 100 miles down the
Okay,
blasted out
that's
road
a long advice.
of your shithole city, touch some grass,
That's right, guys. The only
you
true
know,
solution is that.
unironically, yes, like take a walk outside.
Okay. Now we're getting to the last two questions. Okay, so what is one question that you think that I should add to the final list of questions?
Vape, go on first. I have to think about this.
Ah, fuck. I don't know. Uh, question.
This one will be asked every single podcast.
I have a question now, Jamie, for you.
Yes.
How exactly are you planning to deal with this when you have like 10 episodes and 50 questions?
I'll do a randomizer before every single podcast.
Ah, you've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
Smart.
You
Anyways,
know what?
oh, Croy.
If you want to skip it, uh, I think that a good question would be, which I want to hear the answer to, not political in any way, but what is your? Do you fear death?
Is that the question you want me to add to the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you fear death? And from that question, I think judge a lot. You know, if you invite some of the VTubers or whatever, I want to see how they will respond.
True, but it does have
Like,
that diversity, that in-depth stuff that
well, if you invite normal people, not us, some normal people,
yeah.
even though VTubers and normal people, I don't know, but uh, if you invite someone normal, ask them this, and I want to hear what they're gonna say. Are you afraid of death?
Yeah.
That's the question.
No, I put it on there. It's on the list. I think it's a good one, because it'll really get people thinking. So even though it's kind of kind of a big question, but yeah, I think it's understandable.
Okay, so to counterbalance Croat's good and deep question, I'm gonna, a question that's relates back to my previous like thing I was talking about. What is your hobby?
Ooh, that's also good because we can judge from that. Kind of like if the people are touching grass or not.
Exactly.
Yes.
I want to know
True.
how much foliage they are interacting with.
That's right.
If they are struggling with this question, you know that something's wrong.
Yeah. Or if the answer is video games, my man, then you need to help them.
I just sit down after the podcast and be like, "Yeah, buddy. So these questions are actually these are actually psychoanalysis questions."
Yeah, you then
And
sit down with them and like look at them and like ask them, "Do you know what grass is? You need to touch it."
touch foliage.
I have a question. I have a question for you, Jamie. How do you plan to upload this shit?
We're gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way somehow.
This was
All
such
right.
an autistic, disjointed, just like schizo fucking podcast.
Yes, because of Spaniard, three people don't work. Even two of us, even though I think we have chemistry, I don't think we work. There should have been one by
No.
one. But
No. I think you two worked. I think you two worked great. Actually.
All right, thank you very much.
The
But
problem with oh, now we're just gonna hate on Spaniard now. Is that what we're doing now?
Well, no,
Sorry, Spaniard. If you see...
Spaniard was great. However, he's just too big brain for me. Okay, like he was talking with
what the fuck does that mean? I'm not.
They were interacting. They were talking about like geopolitics and like resources. I can't remember. I forgot. I'm fucking retarded. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was. I was like, bro.
And I was just
I was
sitting
like,
there.
I thought we were gonna get to that like the end. We were like starting off. I was like, I want to learn about you guys. Like, what's up? You know, we're gonna have some fun first, and then get into like some political stuff. But then you guys like, no, guys, we're talking about freaking geopolitics right now.
Yeah, my
I
eyes
was
were
trying,
just like glazing over. I was like, what resources? Fucking Congo?
I
Is
was
it?
trying,
I was just like,
not to be, I
like
was
they were
trying not to
talking
be
about
political.
Congo. I was like, aren't there two Congos or like three? And aren't there like civil wars in one of these three?
No, but
And like,
it,
what the
they, all of these doesn't matter. Even if you don't know, this is trivial. Maybe you are more even intelligent than I am. Probably yes. I would say that you are, but it doesn't matter. 2, 3, 5 Congos. Like this is trivial.
There's 5 Congos.
I don't know. I think there's like two, and there's like a civil war in one of them. So technically, I guess maybe three.
Okay, but fuck the Congo. I am.
Congo.
Yo,
I'm gonna say.
cool it with the anti-African remarks.
That's right.
Who said anything
Okay,
about
like
Africans?
the host is like African.
That's
Hello.
right.
Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry for disrespecting your people.
That's right. As a 1% African brother,
The
I'm
Irish.
very offended. And the Irish too. The Irish is
The
also
Irish.
offended.
Of course, we're talking about the Irish.
That's right.
You're the top 1% of the Africans.
That's that's right.
You could even be called a Kang, perhaps.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, okay. That's kind of risky. Let's not start by going into the gangs and shit. This is so 2016 right wing. You know.
Well, we're back.
We were-
Oh yeah. This is like 20. What's the new thing? Bug breaking.
Yeah.
and actually, the Africans was gangs. Search up Ethiopia, longer than America
Yes.
by a long while. You know. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Well, do you guys have any final statements? No.
Well, my final statement is that I believe that I should be running this podcast from now on. I think I am more qualified than this
And me.
bum,
It's
this
bum.
bum called Jamie, this fat lesbian.
Well, I'm your favorite fat lesbian then.
Absolutely, you are my favorite lesbian,
That's
not
right.
just fat.
You heard that, guys.
But I hope you will all be happy in life. I hope not happy in life, but live in accordance with what is good, and
With the natural
therefore find.
order.
It's
No,
true.
okay, shut up. And find happiness. Dude, this is my last statement, and you're interrupting me even here. What the fuck?
Sad.
And good luck to you, because you'll need it. Okay, that's my statement.
Okay. Now you vape.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Well, that was that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. And thank you. Yeah, and honestly, thank you for watching this episode of the JayTheory Podcast. Our amazing episode 4.
Stop. Let me do the outro, please.
Okay, we're gonna have a first. We're gonna let someone else do the outro. Go for it.
Okay, guys, thanks for listening to this great podcast where me, Jamie, the Croatian and Spaniard talked and shitposted verbally. Anyways, guys, I'll see you when I see you, and I hope this soon. See you guys. Bye. Bye.
We're all just so harsh to Diamond. It's just how it is, honestly.
Yeah. Stop laughing. Okay.
I'm not laughing.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my
Laugh,
God.
making me laugh, and I like it.
I'm not.
It's like the contagious. That's how we created America. It was the contagious Spanish laughter. Is Dylan listening to us, or is he just talking? Join you, boo.
Is he gonna actually
Who's
talk?
joining us too? Are other people joining us now too? But I thought this was the year of
Yeah,
episode.
and then we start talking, and then Kurat does the rotation. He'll join in 10 minutes. or so.
I forgot. Julian.
What do you forget?
Julian, I listened to the Will It Send Me the Hell podcast. I listened to the Exorcist episode. I heard your song. Look,
It was
Julian,
bad.
I'm not judging you. I'm not.
Is he actually called Julian? Why is
Yes.
it Jamie Boy?
It's Julian.
thought
I know
it
that.
is
Don't
not
lie to
Julian.
me,
It's
Julian.
not Julian.
Anyways,
This is
look,
not true. It
look,
is not Julian.
Julian, look,
It's not Julian. This is not true.
look, look, Julian. I'm not. Look, your song. You're singing. Look, I'm not.
it was amazing.
It was
The
so, yeah.
content. The content. Okay, the only thing.
Mm.
Auto tune, really?
What do you want from me, guys? I don't sing. What did you want it to be like? Some like good junk?
No, I was just expecting, less auto tune. Like, what the fuck?
Bruh. Well, I was trying to make it sound better. I don't know, bro.
You made it sound worse because, like, randomly, the tone would just shift, and you would
Yes.
like whisper singing. It was very strange.
Yeah, okay. It was my first time trying something like that, okay? So I had no idea what I was doing. I'm gonna be honest.
It was very
And, like-
good. Don't listen to the haters. It was
Yeah, dude, don't listen to haters.
Look, the only criticism is the auto tune. Everything else, the content, I couldn't really hear it because of everything.
Everything. It was all just too much. It's just too much. It was a mind-blowing experience.
It
for
was
him.
overwhelming, spiritually overwhelming.
Your heart, it just couldn't handle it all.
Yeah, just like Diamond's laugh.
Oh.